professional sports jersey other than the ones that were given to me over the years at various appearances and such. I've never gone out and bought a professional sports jersey and worn it. College, yes. My college, Wisconsin. I still own Wisconsin gear, which I'll rock. Do I rock Colorado gear? Not so much. Not so much. For reasons I'll get into later on, but not today. Hi, Jim. Have you ever thought about changing the ATP to freshen it up? Rather than ask you, we should be able to ask anyone there anything. Like I would ask Tom, who is the biggest nuisance clone on the phone? Signed, Sarah T. Hey, Tommy, why don't you address that since that came up? Sarah, they're tired of asking me things because they've run out of things to ask me, so they want to talk directly to you. What's your reaction?
So an artful way to answer this question without answering this question is if I answer this question, this person will continue to call me every day for the next month. And they're not calling right now, so I really don't want to say their name. It's like a Beetlejuice situation. So I'm going to decline, but that's how, and that's why.
All right, there you go. Good enough for you, Sarah? Even if it's not, I don't care. That answers that. Mr. Rome, do you remember the first album and or CD you ever purchased? Respectfully, Edward Marino from Redondo Beach. You want to know when I was a kid, the first albums that I purchased? I can tell you that. You know who I was a big fan of in the 70s when I was a kid and bought albums? Of all people? Jim Croce. I loved Jim Croce when I was a kid. He was a big deal, and he died tragically in a plane crash. The other album that I remember buying early on when I was a kid, and I loved it, it was a cassette, actually. Kiss Alive 2. Couldn't get enough of Detroit Rock City Live. I just thought that was the greatest jam, man. I'd play that thing over and over and over again until the cassette unraveled. Loved it. Albie knew the answer to that. Hey, Jim, would you ever consider buying a phone? I think it would be great for the quality of your show. Signed, John in Little Rock. Pete in Youngstown. If I sent John a phone, every single one of you would be up in here looking for your free phone. So John needs to handle that himself. Ralph J. Limbrick Jr. For the love of God, Jim, please don't play Ben in Driftwood's song. People are driving on the highway. That's a good point. JJ Sportmo. Jim, John in Little Rock could go Jungle Tour Stop Powerhouse music set. He is the Jungle's version of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. I mean, you're right. Bruno the Great, 34. Hey, Jim, John in Little Rock's B-sides would take a dump on Little Bitch in the Drift. That list was pure jungle blasphemy. Vinnie Walton. Well, dang you, Jim. I gots to hear it. Hey, you and only you, Vinny. You gots to hear it. Hey, Vinny, I gots to not play it. I gots to not hear it. You know why? We can't unhear it. Superstar JR. This goes back earlier in the program. Being the geriatric that he is, Jared Jones misspoke. He didn't mean all in. He meant that's what's in.
That's what's in.
Transferring the San Diego Baggery to America's team.
That's what's in.
Oh, no, I think he meant what he said.
That's what's in.
We'll be all in.
We don't need to transfer anybody's Baggery.
We'll be all
because
in.
They got plenty of their own
Year.
Baggery. They've got the market cornered on Baggery. They're America's Baggery.
We'll be all in.
Every time he opens up, his geriatric pie hole Baggery comes spilling out. They're America's bags.
That's what's in.
America's Baggery. They don't need any transfer or transference of baggery. They've got plenty.
Really going down to yellow and brown.
We'll be all in.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger is offering supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call or click Grainger.com or stop on by. My thanks to our guests, Anthony Grant and Darius Slay. Look for my pod with Rex Chapman shortly. See you then. We're out. To thank you for 40 unforgettable years, Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology and free shipping on everything. Once again, that's Dell.com/deals.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
This is your What's New update brought to you by Greenville Auto World. What's new? Greenville Auto World has new owners and is part of the DriveHereNow.com team of dealerships. New owner Tommy Cook and his team have 4 dealerships with a fully stocked inventory, over 200 SUVs, trucks, cars, and over 50 lenders, and has financing for anybody. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 at Bells Fork across from Speedway. Pirates supporting pirates.
Attention athletes and fans. Tiebreakers is looking for all-stars. Do you know an athlete who made a game-winning play, scored an amazing touchdown, or hit a huge home run? We're scouting Eastern North Carolina for this month's most outstanding athlete. Go to tiebreakersathlete.com to nominate your favorite player for the prestigious Athlete of the Month award. Tiebreakers, shining a light on the athletes that make Eastern North Carolina proud. Submit your nomination now at tiebreakersathlete.com.
Are you struggling with weight loss? It might be 15 pounds or 115 pounds. It seems like losing weight involves too much exercise and not enough food. Well, no more. Semaglutide is an FDA-approved treatment offered by ArcPoint Labs. Dr. John Bruce, a board-certified bariatric surgeon, will consult and oversee your entire weight loss journey. Transform yourself and get ready for the beach next summer. This program is safe, cost-effective, and has a physician oversight. Call ArcPoint Labs today at 514-8049.
Chico's in downtown Greenville is celebrating 41 years of business all month long in March with a special anniversary menu. Grab your amigos and enjoy blasts from the past menu favorites like Cancun oysters, chili dog, costillas, and chili rellenos. The celebration doesn't stop with your favorite Mexican food. Drop in for one of those famous Chico's margaritas in the bar or outside on the patio. Hurry in, the celebration menu ends March 31st. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
The best place to go before hitting the water is Pirate Waters Outfitter in Washington. This is Captain Bo Brooks, and at Pirate Waters Outfitters, we are the best specialty store in eastern North Carolina for fly fishing with the best rods and reels. We have a custom rod and net builder right on site, Camacho Rod Works. Look your best with some of our new outdoor apparel. Everything you need to chase fish on the fly is at Pirate Waters Outfitter on Market Street, right next door to Breaking Bread. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. We are Pirate Waters Outfitters.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
You already know, my guy.
I'm a current long snapper.
T-top 5, man. That's all I'm going to say.
We're blue collar, we're hard workers. That's who our fans are. That's who our school is.
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
Loneliness is worse than COVID. It's a proven fact.
I don't want a stalker.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Bro.
Just a bunch of dudes sitting in a room talking into sticks, man.
So you're the You can't say that.
Clip, thank you for letting me hijack the show.
If it wasn't funny, then let's blame it on the duck.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, pr927fm.com. And come hang out and have a good old time on Facebook and YouTube. We've got a lot of guests to get to today, a lot of topics to hit, announcements, some major life news for me. And we are in the midst of championship week, wall-to-wall basketball. Been enjoying that early this afternoon and will during this program and tonight. Big one tonight. Clamp down nation, we need you. Because the ECU women's basketball team finds themselves once again in the AAC championship. For Chandler, this is it. He just wanted to get to the championship. For me, I want to win the whole thing. You're good. Pirates and Owls. I did not want to see this Rice team. But to be the man, you got to beat the woman. And it'll be ECU and Rice coming up tonight. We'll be watching that live at AJ McMurphy Sports Trivia. Going to be fun tonight. So come hang out with us. A little watch party and conference tournament sports trivia. So much to get to. Shirley Rhodes is here. Alex Harper's here. Chan is to my left. Guest coming up on the show. Boy, you knew if there was one lock last night, it was ECU to beat UNCW. Because nothing good ever happens on Tuesdays when Ken Watlington is set to join us the following day. Nothing good with his teams anyway. His UNCW Seahawks, again, go down to East Carolina, just like they did in basketball. Wild one last night. Chan was there. He talked to Cliff Godwin after the game. We'll hear some of that. But great win by the Pirates in Wilmington. Crazy ninth inning. Felt bad for our guy DB. Some weird stuff happened. Some stuff he did poorly. But we'll talk about it all. Coming up on today's show, Ken Watlington will join us. We'll rag on him and pick on him. That'll be fun. Coming up at 4 o'clock, how about intern Alex setting up an interview? Get a special guest booker today on the show. We will talk to two-time Super Bowl champion Greg Warren from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Don't know where he went to college. That's not important. But Greg Warren won with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He went to Carolina. I don't know if you knew that. You knew that?
I did.
Okay.
I took it serious.
And we will talk to him about his career. We're going to go 3 long snappers deep here on the show today with A-Harp, Chon, and Greg Warren. So we'll talk to him coming up at 4 o'clock. Jack Powers, former Pirate linebacker, will join us in hour number 2. P-Mace, Patrick Mason, will join us to talk all things ECU athletics coming up in late hour 2, early hour 3. And Holton Ahlers, host of the Holton Ahlers Show, former ECU quarterback, will give us an update on his career in the UFL. So we got all that and more coming up. Chon, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, doing great. Got in late last night, so a little tired, but I'm excited about some ECU women's basketball hoops championship game day for the second year in a row.
Heck yeah. Second year in a row? Did you say day or year?
Second year in a row.
Second year in a row. Okay. Sarah says Greg Warren, fellow Southern Wayne Saint from Dudley, North Carolina.
Hey, shout out.
That's true.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Where to begin today?
That crazy baseball game last night.
You want to start there?
Yes.
Okay, we'll start there. So the Pirates win in extra innings. I was watching women's hoops, following other hoops, and following the game. The baseball game was available free on YouTube.
I saw that, and I was not aware of that.
And you were there, Chon. How was the crowd?
Crowd was awesome, and it was actually the 7th all-time record for attendance at Brooks Field yesterday. But a lot of thanks to the East Carolina fans that showed up. They showed up in droves last night, and the whole right side of the stadium was basically East Carolina fans. And Cliff Godwin alluded to it after the game that they were a big help down the stretch in that baseball game because they were loud, they were proud, and pushed the Pirates through.
I kind of scoffed at you yesterday when you said you wanted 5 from Chris Kaler. I was like, well, sure, that'd be great, but it's not going to happen. Well, he got into the 4th.
When I said I wanted 5 from Chris Kaler?
Was that not you that said that?
No, I don't remember saying that.
Who said that? Who said that? That wasn't you?
That was not me.
I believe that was Brandon.
B-Man? Okay. When B-Man said that, I scoffed. But it was almost true. He got into the 4th inning for East Carolina last night before they handed it over to the bullpen. Wyatt Lunsford Shankman, 5 strikeouts in 2 innings.
Same old with the old law firm.
Yeah, once again. Danny comes in. What an inning. So we had an error by Colby Wallace, right?
Yes.
To start the inning.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had a pass ball or wild pitch.
Runner advances to second.
Then you had a fly ball to right field. The most disrespectful thing I've seen in a sports game, in a sporting event, since Allen Iverson stepped over Tyronn Lue, that guy trying to run on JC.
Yeah. In fact, I was sitting there just a little bit behind home plate to the left of it, and I remember thinking, I hope this guy runs. Because the ball was not hit far. It was actually pretty shallow in the outfield. And next thing I know, I see the UNCW runner run, and I'm like, all right, just make a good throw. And, man, was it the most perfect throw that he probably could have done, and gets the guy out. 2 outs now, nobody on.
Oh, man, good. Ball game.
It's
DB.
Ball game.
DB, let's wrap this baby up.
Chopper back to DB.
Oh, man, easy throw over to first. And the game is still
not
going
over.
on.
Man on second.
Wild throw. Runner gets to second.
But how many times do we see that in baseball? How many times do we see where a pitcher gets a ball back to him? Now, a lot of times it's back to him. They run over the first. They toss it over. But in the situation yesterday, it takes him off to the right side of the pitcher's mound where he can't, I guess, run over, and he has to make just a regular throw. And I guess for pitchers, that is very awkward to do because they're so used to a pitcher's mechanic.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those deals. But don't get me wrong, DB has to make that throw. He has to he has to get that out. But I could see where the awkwardness is in the throw, and he wasn't able to get that final out. And I was really hoping he was able to close the door, but he was not able to.
And so after that, he gets a ground ball, but it's enough in the hole where Starling can't make a play to first. Runner scores from second, right? On a ground ball in the infield.
Yes.
Or, I guess, shallow outfield.
Well, and the play at the plate was really close, and they said he was safe, and the common denominator of last night's game was reviews. I believe there was like 4 or 5 of them. So they went to review that one. Where I was standing, it looked like he was out. Pirate fans were going crazy. He calls him safe. And they're like, all right, go review it. He's going to be out. It didn't take them 20 seconds. They were already back on the field, and they said he was safe. So it's a tie ball game there.
Well, I had it on my phone. Admittedly, I didn't get a great view, but I thought he was safe. Have you gone back and looked at it?
I did last night. It looked like he was out to me, but
you thought he was out? I need to take a closer look.
I guess in that situation, in that part of the game, I guess, if it's really bang bang, you got to stay with the call on the field.
Well, you need to get the call right.
You do, but I guess it was just so close that. And how good was the camera angles on Flow Sports?
They were flowy. They were what you get with Flow. But so they do get out of that inning, the ninth inning, tied at 7 apiece, and then the Pirates able to add one in the 10th. And get the dub.
Thanks to errors by UNCW.
Game.
Look, it was one of the ugliest games I have ever watched, especially live in person. Not just from East Carolina, but from UNCW too. Just a lot of errors going on and mental mistakes. I don't know if it showed up in the air box, but like the play in center field where I guess Riley Johnson didn't have a good read on it, and Starman had to try to go and get the ball and it falls. Shaq, Joey Barini had a miscue at shortstop. I think East Carolina can easily get the dub last night if it wasn't for some of those mental mistakes.
And I just want the win. I don't care how it happens because you look at what happened last night. Ryder beats Duke. Remember that bad Ryder team that came in here? Mm-hmm. They beat Duke in a midweek game. There was another Coastal put up 17 on Wake Forest last night.
Wow.
Florida State knocked off number 8 Florida. So these midweeks get crazy. We've seen that here at ECU more than we'd like to admit. So just to get the win tonight or last night was great.
And it was a ugly game, but to get over that hump when it comes to midweek games and to do it in the fashion they did it by clawing back, bouncing back, showing toughness, I thought that was a really good confidence boost, especially going forward into the midweek because you got State coming up. You got some really good opponents coming up in the midweek. And you're going to have to win those games for the RPI's sake.
Yeah, and we our RPI shot up thanks to Ryder beating Duke.
I think Chip said 80 points, and I believe it brought us to the 12th in RPI standings.
Tyler, that's the other one I was looking for. UNC Greensboro whooping up on NC State. How many runs they put on State last night?
State,
Tell me, Tyler. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. Shirley, let's hear some of Chandler and Cliff Godwin. Was it just you one-on-one?
Just me. And do you understand?
Chon and Cliff one-on-one.
Understand how nervous I was? Now, not just because I'm an East Carolina fan and I want us to win, but if you do see some of the miscues that we had and like you're sitting there going, oh gosh, we're going to lose this game. You see me kind of get upset with my body language. And some of it is because I'm an East Carolina fan, but most of it was because I'm like, I do not want to talk to Cliff Godwin after a heartbreaking loss on the road for the 3rd time in the midweek.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. But thankfully, I was able to have a conversation that sounded like this.
It's a dogfight when you come here, but there was never a doubt tonight, was there?
There was a big doubt for me because we didn't play clean baseball. And, I told our guys, like, hey, man, I'm glad we won. We didn't play good baseball. You got to play better on the road, especially a rivalry game. We struck out 15 times offensively, which was a pitcher's zone, but that inning that we gave up the 4 runs, Star thinks Riley's going to catch the baseball, and he doesn't go after it, and it was Star's ball, and then the next guy.
I'm sure you did a great interview, but it's unlistenable.
I just felt like we were on our heels tonight.
Ellerby was even like, hey, Chandler got a good one-on-one with Cliff after the game. It's like, cool, we'll play that.
It doesn't sound that bad when I looked at it or listened to it last night.
Well, it's pretty bad, right?
Oh, it's awful right now.
Hit it up again. Turn it up, Cheryl.
Hey, man, if we play bad, I'd like to win a game here. Well, we played bad and won, so it's a lot happier going back to that for us.
Yeah, midweek's been tough this year, but to get over the
I can hear you good.
So much, of your guys showing
Is it the Texas Chainsaw Massacre going on?
Were the UNCW fans that mad?
You can't see us, but we're actually running. Me and Cliff Godwin are running away from we're running away from the killer. And I'm actually conducting this interview while we're running away.
5 people have leaf blowers surrounding you, just blowing it right in your direction.
I mean, were they that mad that they lost that they just decided to do that right in the middle of the interviews?
Tyler said this is great audio. Sounds like they're trying to push us off the field. But hey, you got that one-on-one. Kenny said Chandler and Zach got some TV time last night. I understand you saw one of our loyal everyday viewers in the wild.
I did not know he was going to be there until on the way there I checked Twitter and he posted a picture of him in the stands at the game. So what I did is when I got there, I looked at the picture and I said, all right, well, he's in this area. I go to that area and you know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for that fake jersey that he has that he says is real. So I'm looking for that fake East Carolina baseball jersey. Cannot find it. So later on, I'm walking in the concourse and I look and there's this guy with a Pirate Radio sweatshirt that's pretty cool that you could probably buy online.
The color. Probably buy online. That's where he got it. What do you mean probably?
Well, I didn't know if we ran out of those sweatshirts or not because they're popular. But anyway, I saw him wearing that sweatshirt and I said, I wonder if that's him. I wonder if that's Jamie from YouTube. And sure enough, he looks at me and says, Chandler? And I'm like, Jamie?
Wait, do we have intern Alex doing his own sound effects in there?
I believe we do.
You just might as well switch seats with me, bro, if you're going to do that.
Are you booing Jamie?
Yes.
Chandler, how was Jamie? Was it an awkward interaction? Was it a normal interaction?
As I'm approaching him and I'm going, all right, let's see how this guy is. I interact with him almost every day on Pirate Radio Live on YouTube. Now, in person, can he be awkward? Can he be weird? Can he be a guy like just gives you the ick? No.
No ick?
No ick.
No ick on this guy?
No awkwardness.
Now, what was the intro? Did y'all contact one another?
Dap, hug.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty serious.
That's dap, a dap up and a hug.
Alex, you got to just, come on, man. Are you like jealous? Or what are you?
No, I'm professional. But like at some point, it's every single day that I'm on the show. We hear from Jamie in the comments.
Yeah.
And I don't react. I don't say nothing. But I'm listening.
I don't know if that's true.
I mean, sometimes I do.
You've clapped back, so to speak. I think we need to squash it. I would like to, but
Jamie, I love you, dog. I've liked a multitude of your tweets.
All right. That sounds good.
He didn't just say I love you. He said I love you, dog.
Yeah. All right.
DAWG.
No, but it was great meeting Jamie and talking to him and interacting with him in person. Because the first time we've heard his voice is when you did the Twitter Spaces.
Jamie said John talks about being stalked and doesn't want to stalk her. You were literally stalking him.
Yeah.
You're the stalker.
I am the stalker. Now, I can stalk people. They just can't stalk me.
All right. Fair enough. John, speaking of ECU baseball, I got to update my resume,
and that's a high fly ball in the deep left field.
So I've been doing ECU baseball PA for many years now on weekends when I'm able to get there.
I enjoy listening to your voice, and I cannot wait to listen to your voice this weekend.
I love doing it. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. But Chandler, you will not be hearing my voice this weekend.
What do you mean?
You will not be hearing my voice the first conference home series. You will not be hearing my voice ever again at Clark LeClaire Stadium.
Huh?
Because for the first time in my life, I have been fired from a job. That's right. I'm springing the news on Alex just like I'm springing it on all of you. Clip Brock.
Bro, what are we doing here? You fired Clip?
You're fired!
I got the axe.
The chopping block.
Yep, I'm out. Was it based on performance? Not.
No,
from what I was notified, no, it was not. Was it based on me not showing up to a game I was supposed to do? No, that was the play-by-play radio announcer. That was not me. Matter of fact, I did the opposite. I showed up to a game that I wasn't even scheduled to do. I show up too much. No, I was notified today that I've been fired My services are no longer wanted nor needed due to my comments on X regarding ECU basketball being the most unserious basketball program in the world after their play-by-play announcer didn't show up to a game.
Do you stand by those comments?
100%. If anything bigger than 100. Now, I am not... I'm upset and more sad than mad. I understand. You can't bite the hand that feeds you. I've already received, let's say, a warning or two about talking negatively about East Carolina. So, no hard feelings, really. I get it. I wish it didn't go that way. I wish they'd have seen that tweet and been like,
you know what? He's right.
We're pretty unserious. We need to get serious. But
seriously serious.
Instead, they saw it and were like, why are we going to pay a guy to trash our university? So I understand that to 100%.
So you did not apologize, like when they told you this information?
I don't have anything to apologize for.
Good.
In my opinion.
I don't think you do either.
Yeah, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
No, I don't. We are unserious. Look at the back of our jerseys. Two guys have painter's tape and Sharpie on the back of their basketball uniforms. Make some noise! We are unserious. We're not serious about basketball. I think everybody would agree with that, right?
I agree.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Am I going to be fired now? And I don't even have a job over there.
Well, your association with me could get you fired. So yeah, man, I've never been fired from a job until today.
Watch the attendance be the lowest it's ever been at Cardinal Player Stadium this weekend.
No, I still got my pass that they gave me. So
they're going to do you like Dave Portnoy and ban you, and you're going to be drug out of.
No, I'm sorry. I lost my pass. I threw my pass away. I shredded it. I don't have it anymore. So don't worry about it still being out there. I don't need to turn it in because I shredded it. You know what? That's a lie. I have it. And
Eric said, boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say layoff. Whoa.
Hey, guys, this is not funny. I got fired.
This man got fired.
Are y'all laughing?
Take this seriously.
This is serious, man.
Dude, this man got fired. Stop laughing.
Tyler said, ha, fired? Meanwhile, we can't get a basketball play-by-play? Hey, again, a lot of lessons learned here.
Steve said, how many more games will Clip announce this year?
Zero. Stop funny. Talking about my livelihood here. Zero. Jamie is infuriated. Well, again, like I kind of get it.
Tyler says, hit the like for Clip. Free my boy.
Folks, when Clip is delivering your DoorDash later this week, please tip him well.
But
staying on the corner of like Greenville Boulevard.
It's all part of hashtag God's plan.
Just go beg for money on the corner
just
outside of
got
Clark
fired from being PA announcer at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Please help. Anything will help.
Sharpie and cardboard under hard times.
Yeah, I mean, this is I'm being 100% honest here. So I don't know how many games I would have had left in the schedule, but I looked at my DraftKings today, and $250 in bonus bets magically appeared. It's almost like a gift from God.
Like God said, hey, man, I got your back. I got your back.
Let's gamble.
Let's gamble, bro. Let's get after it.
So, man, I'm fired. Preston said the most unserious firing ever. Oh,
Coach,
man.
This thing is getting serious, man. You've got a seriously good season working, a seriously good day going today, and a seriously good streak on the line at the moment. What must it all feel like at the? I can see it on your face, but what must it all feel like? Just trying to keep things level as you head into the weekend here.
Thank you, Mark. That was serious. Tyler said they're taking food out of Clip's kids' mouths. That is true. Steve said, please make free Clip shirts at University Sportswear.
Go to hell. Get a job.
Eric said, ECU to Clip. Go to hell. Get a job.
Go to hell. Get a job.
Oh, man. So there you go, man. I'm out on the street.
Like, for those that were able to hear the voice of Clip Brock at Clark LeClaire Stadium this year, congratulations. Because there's people that have not been to a game this year that are not going to be able to hear that. And I feel so bad for those people.
Now batting for the Pirates. I'll never say those words again. Man. So there we go. That's the news, man. Here's your life lessons. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Also, don't be an employee, be a boss. If you're a boss, you can't get fired, but you can fire people. That's a lesson from today. Another one is, in the real world, you can't really speak the truth if the truth is negative. You got to keep it positive.
If the truth is positive, speak on it.
And I understand it. If Chandler tweeted out, now I don't think you would be fired from Pirate Radio. But if you were like, man, the Brian Bailey show is the most unserious show on Pirate Radio, you would get a talking to for that. Ken, I'm glad we did this before Ken Watlington came in.
Ken, we have to have a talk on behalf of WNCT.
Jerry says, work for the Yard Gnomes. Oh man, I need to get on the ball there. Try to get some PA gigs.
Now
you have for the been Yard promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
You are now. You missed some trash over there, honey.
Fired.
Questions.
I got my ass fired.
Jamie said, did they do it in person or email? I received a phone call from a marketing person and then a long text. I thought about showing the text on the screen because it literally says your tweet about basketball being unserious. It used the word unserious in the firing text.
And how did you respond to it?
I put up to the text of me getting fired. I responded with a picture of Tom Brenneman. And then that person said, I know, I'm sorry. I disagree with it. And I put, well, at least they're serious about something over there.
If it wasn't funny, then let's blame it on the duck.
Oh, man. So, there you go. Let's take a break.
We're going to suck forever, man.
Have you guys ever been fired? And if so, did you have as much fun with it as I did?
I don't think there has ever been anybody in the history of the world that has had as much fun of firing as you have.
And I'm not happy about it because I love doing that. I like the people that I work with there. I kind of feel like I'm part of something. So I'm going to miss it, definitely.
I'll give you a firing fact about me when we come back.
All right. We'll see if Ken Watlington's ever been fired or if he plans on getting fired in the future. When we return, Pirate Radio Live on a Firing Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time. It's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music, Monday through Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday, we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and band schedules. Y'all come get bucked up.
Turkey, ham, bacon. These and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to guc.com.
Ready to play some kickball? Robbie's Clubhouse, a place for special needs adults and children, will be hosting their annual kickball tournament on Saturday, April 27th from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at 4801 Reedy Branch Road in Winterville. Come join the fun while helping the special needs community by joining us in some friendly kickball. For more information or to sign up, call 252-916-9117, and we'll see you on Saturday, April 27th.
The wait is over. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of NASCAR, is now live in North Carolina. Now you can legally bet on all your favorite sports anytime, anywhere, right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. For a limited time, new customers who sign up with the promo code PIRATE and bet $5 will receive $250 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more, with fast and easy payouts right at your fingertips. Get ready for the NCAA tournament with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now using the code PIRATE and bet $5 to get $250 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code PIRATE. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Deposit and eligibility restrictions apply. Terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC. NASCAR is not a sponsor of this promotion and used under license.
Russell's is a full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. Russell and Rhonda visit the country's largest clothing markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sport coats and accessories, to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. If you have a special occasion or just want to freshen up your wardrobe, give Russell's a try. It's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at Fifth Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, Fifth Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit FifthStreetHardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
Here it is, a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
Everybody help us sing this one.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer is ready to help you combine home and auto and save right here in Greenville. Call 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Timothy Sawyer is there. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Yep.
All right, back with
all right, yes, sir. Yep, I'll be there Saturday. Can't wait. All right, thank you. Bye.
Who are you talking
back
to?
on the air?
Yeah.
I just got a new job.
What are you doing?
I'm a PA announcer at Clark Stadium.
That's not funny, Chandler.
I know. Let's get serious.
How are you going to make fun of my demise?
We need to get serious.
Fred on YouTube said Clip should do what Kiffin and Sark did. Maybe drop down to Greenville Parks and Rec, restart his career with T-ball. I need to go to PA announcer rehab, and I'll start back at the lower levels and try to work my way back up. It's a good idea. Ken Watlington joins us here on Shirley. Great song choice.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, Ken. Welcome in.
Man, how you get fired on your day off?
That did happen. Hey, Alex, we were going to talk to you in a moment. You're doing a great job, but two things. One, why does it say Holten Ahlers Show Takeover? Call 252-317-1250. I need that removed. Secondly,
it says Pirate Radio Live on my end.
Okay. It literally just said.
You changed it, though. But that's good that you saw that and changed it.
I wish you would look at that a little closer, though, and learn how to spell Holton's name since you misspelled it again today.
On the title?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big time.
And description.
Yeah.
What are we doing here, bro?
On a day where we're talking about people being fired, I would do a better job if I were you.
I would get serious. You're being unserious about Pirate Radio.
Bro, did I really? What did I?
I'm not. I mean, we're all looking at it right now, so you can take a look at that.
Just a ton of respect.
Ken, the lock of the century was ECU beating UNCW on a Tuesday, since Ken Watlington was prepared to come in on a Wednesday.
Exactly. Nothing ever good in my life happens on a Tuesday.
Tuesday is for people having a case of the Mondays, the Sunday scaries.
I got the terrible Tuesday.
Tuesdays are just brutal for you, man.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Did you go to the game?
Nah.
You worked?
Nah, I worked.
Yeah.
Had my time planned to maybe go see UNCW basketball in the CAA championship game, but they crapped the bed in the quarterfinals, so that didn't even happen. That would have been last night.
Yeah.
And Charleston wins back-to-back.
Other than that, things are going great.
Oh, yeah, besides that, my cat died. The IRS called me today. I'm getting audited. But besides that, everything's great.
Oh, dear.
My cat didn't die. I don't have a cat.
All right, good. If you did, that cat be dead.
He gone.
Cat would be in some
poor cat.
Some chicken fried rice.
Oh, God. Hey, Grimesland Bigfoot wants you to do a cameo voicing his displeasure.
And send it to who? It says, can I hire you to send them a cameo voicing my displeasure? All right, let's relax. We're going to have to do more clip cameos to offset the PA pay. Yeah, we'll see. Ken, can you help me find some freelance work?
Yeah, I know some people. I know this guy, Brian Bailey's got a lot of connections.
Okay.
Maybe he can work in somewhere.
I did battle with the Bulldogs this year at CMX Middle School.
That's right, yeah.
I told him I'll do it again next year. I'm going to give it to you.
Maybe we can get you this fall to be the voice. This is Touchdown Friday.
Oh, yeah. I'll work cheaper than the guy that does it. Whatever he does, I'll take a penny less. Chandler, was that a paid gig for you?
No, it wasn't.
That was community service.
I was given a gift card, though.
Well, that's cool. So, how much was it? 25? Hundo!
Big time.
Yeah, man. I need that work. I need that job.
I need that work.
Alex, you said you had a firing story for us?
Oh, yeah. Y'all are going to live this one.
Live it?
Love this one. My bad.
Maybe we'll live it and also get fired.
I have been fired from lifeguarding on 2 different occasions.
Okay. Now,
because the kid drowned.
I got fired for using the word unserious. That is a very serious job. That is a life or death job. Now, what did you do to get fired?
Unresponsible examination of patrons. Bro, what are we doing here?
So I'm guessing like there was kids running.
Was your lifeguard chair facing the opposite of the pool? Like
watching TV?
You were in the pool playing. You were in the
pool. Drowning, like playing chicken with kids.
Yeah. One time we were about to close and there was an old lady swimming and there was a second lifeguard who was on the second lifeguard chair you couldn't see because it was around a corner. I got up and used the restroom.
Oh.
And she was also gone at the same time, and the old lady complained, and we were both fired. The other time, a kid fell in the pool while I was watching the deep end because we had 20 people on the diving board, and then she complained, and I got fired.
The same lady?
No, 2 different places. One was the country club and one was a YMCA.
I love that the lady was like, saw that there was no lifeguard and said, "There's no lifeguard watching me. You're fired."
No, literally. She was swimming laps. She's totally fine. Got out of the pool and told the front desk that there was no lifeguards on duty.
She need to speak to the manager.
Yep.
She says she awed the manager.
So are your lifeguarding days over pretty much?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Officially retired.
So it's not because you were speeding.
Yeah.
Ken, you ever been fired?
Almost. And it had to do with social media. My last job up in Ohio, I tweeted something about, that's the right way to say this. It was about Butler basketball back in the early 2010s.
Butler basketball?
And all five
So where
players,
were you working?
Ohio.
Okay.
All five players were, it was Gordon Hayward days.
Okay, I think I know where you're going with
so
this.
I made a statement about that, and my job did not like it. And I was suspended for 2 days.
For being racist against Caucasians?
Yes. That's exactly what they said.
Man.
Yep.
Hasn't the white man gone through enough, Ken, that
I'm not going to elaborate on that right now, but...
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
You got to be careful, I guess, but at the same time, people need to have common sense and a sense of humor. So
I was laid off, but it was because of a serious situation going on in the world. COVID.
They took your dishwasher job away?
Sure did.
At the old Hooters?
Yeah. I was enjoying that job. They took it right from me.
Yeah. And you really are the real heroes. People go to Hooters for the wings and the visuals. But how about those people in the back that never get the credit like you? You make that place go.
I know.
And you got laid off. But that led to you showing up here every day.
That did.
Which led to you getting a job.
Everything happens for a reason.
God's plan.
God's plan.
Hashtag
God's plan.
Hashtag.
With that being said.
Looking at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dub-Up.
Dub-Up.
A lot of points going on in D.C. right now as Wake Forest up 40-33 on Notre Dame. First half, about a minute left to go in that one. Earlier today, Florida State with a win.
Yep.
Over Virginia Tech. We saw State win yesterday. Who's State got today?
State plays Syracuse.
Okay.
7 o'clock.
Interesting.
Winner of that one plays Duke tomorrow night.
Okay. And is there a nightcap tonight?
There is.
And that is?
I don't know.
Dang it.
Boston College.
Clemson. 9:30.
Yep.
Okay. Clemson.
Winner plays Virginia tomorrow night.
The word of the day is unserious. Clemson needs to get serious.
They got to win some games.
Do they? They need to win. This would be a bad loss.
They can't lose to BC. Yeah.
So I asked this yesterday, Ken, and I mean, I'm taking away North Carolina and Duke. Who wins the ACC tournament? It is bad after that, man.
Pitt.
I mean, I
can see Pitt.
Why not?
They're getting hot.
Okay.
Yeah. Clemson's good.
Let me check in with Joey Brackets, see what he's got going on.
By the way, while you do that, Jamie's asking, is that a jacket, shirt, hoodie, robe? What is Ken wearing? I can't tell.
What is Ken wearing?
Half zip hoodie, I guess. Yeah.
I like it.
Crown and Ivy, straight from the Belk.
Ken, this is an important tournament because Joe Lenardi has Virginia in his last 4 in.
Yep.
Wake Forest, first 4 out. Pitt, next 4 out.
Yep.
And I guess Clemson is on the safe side right now. But there is a real chance. So what's Virginia's schedule look like? Do we know that?
They're the 4 seed, so they don't play till
Double
tomorrow, and they will play the winner of this game. No.
The winner of the previous game? No. I'll look at
winner
a
of this
bracket.
game.
Either way.
No, I'm sorry. Virginia's the 3 seed.
Okay.
So they play the winner of Boston College, Syracuse.
Okay. There is
Boston College, Clemson. Syracuse plays NC State tonight. The winner of that plays Duke.
We got it all figured out.
Somebody print out a bracket.
Either way, some very important games going on today and tomorrow.
Even important for North Carolina. They're firmly in the tournament, but they're on the edge of a number 1 seed and number 2 seed.
Like ludicrous, they're going for the number 1 spot.
You know? And if they win out, they're probably a number 1 seed. If not, probably go to Tennessee, even though Carolina beat Tennessee. So we'll see what happens. A long way to go till Sunday.
Yes, indeed. Eric brought up a good point. Or Chad.
Hey, there's in the bracket. We asked for it.
Hey, that looks good. So Virginia will play Clemson BC winner. Duke has the Syracuse State winner. Carolina, Florida State tomorrow. Pitt plays the winner of Notre Dame, Wake Forest. Holy crap. That's a good game tomorrow. That's like a loser leaves town match. Wake and Pitt.
Yep.
That'll be good. And then Virginia, Clemson.
It could be.
Could be good if that is the matchup. Chad said, so is it all PA announcing? And Eric said, good point, Chad. Did he get fired from baseball PA for a basketball comment, but can still do PA for basketball? I think it's across the board, guys. I think I'm pretty much toast. Sorry.
Condolences.
No respect for me. Eric says, Clip, can you advise us what to do with some of our free bonus 25 bets on DraftKings? Yes.
I need to know.
St. Bonaventure.
You love the Bonnies.
Go with the Bonnies.
Bonaventure.
Tournament Bonnies. By the way, for those that don't know, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of NASCAR, is now live in North Carolina. You can legally bet on all your favorite sports anywhere right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. For a limited time, new customers who sign up with promo code PIRATE and bet $5 will receive $250 instantly in bonus bets. John, find a line for ECU women while I'm reading this.
It's +1.5. I saw it earlier.
Really?
Ooh.
+1.5.
My brain tells me
Pirates are -102 on the money line.
My brain tells me Rice, but my pirate heart tells me Pirates. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more, with fast and easy payouts right at your fingertips. Oh, Eric, also... never mind. I'll talk about that in a moment. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now using the code PIRATE and bet $5 to get $250 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code PIRATE. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Deposit and eligibility restrictions apply. Terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC. NASCAR is not a sponsor of this promotion and used under license. End of ad. On the ad, it says, please do not provide betting advice on how audience should wager. So I've got to get rid of that. Okay, we're done with that part. Bet on USC today. -3.5.
USC.
Yep.
University of Southern Cal.
Southern California. Love them during the tournament. I'm a Trojan man come March.
Oh.
Let's take a break. When we return, more with Ken Watlington. Everybody's going to their phones. And I gave Mark like 3 losers yesterday. Mark Alexander.
Oh, by the way, you mentioned St. Bonaventure, a team that you used to love to bet on.
Yeah.
It reminded me of a team that you bet on that I used to love to bet on.
The U?
Sorry about that.
Awful year for Miami.
10 straight losses to end the season or something?
Just terrible.
They went to the Final Four last year.
Tyler said somebody buy Clip an appetizer tonight at Sports Trivia. I could use it. I'll put it in a bag and take it home so I can have something to eat tomorrow.
Tip jar up there.
Yeah. Out of work, former PA announcer. Please help if you can. We'll take a break.
Work for peanuts.
Yeah. Hey, Bo Batts. He saw the writing on the wall. Dropped off some peanuts yesterday. Ken, can I interest you in peanuts or jelly beans?
I do love some peanuts.
Okay. We might get on those. Back with you after this.
Yo, cut it. All right, sing this with us. Come on.
Pirate Radio March Madness is back. Listen to Pirate Radio Live from 3 to 6 this week for your chance to be one of the 64 lucky winners of a free lunch combo courtesy of Cucinella's in Greenville. If your team makes a tournament run to the Final Four, you can win another $50 or $100 gift card from Cucinella's. Listen to win thanks to Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sub Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram.
Southern Ease has arrived, Pirate Nation. Whether you savor the bourbon flavor or indulge in other delightful options, Southern Ease gummies are here to elevate your moments. And here's the best part. You can enjoy them with an exclusive discount. Head over to southernease.com now and use the code PIRATE at checkout for a fantastic 25% off your first order. At Southern Ease, you can be living life to your fullest, one sweet moment at a time. southernease.com.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Home runs and high fives always go better with a Bud Light. Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. Whether you're headed to the ballpark, the jungle, or the couch, be sure to pick up and order some Bud Light and enjoy the ball game. Bud Light is always easy to drink and easy to enjoy. And remember, Pirate Nation, stay in the game and please drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
I'm back, and so glad to be back in the town that I love, but also glad to be back with the best chiropractor anywhere. Worth Chiropractic was my choice before I left Greenville, and my travels have not changed my mind. No one offers the care or service like Worth Chiropractic. Neck pain, back pain, and of course, sports-related injuries, they will get you back to being you, naturally and safely. Worth Chiropractic, 2 convenient locations on Arlington Boulevard. Free consultations, and they'll work with your lawyer and file your insurance. Call 1-800-BACK-DOC today.
Want a great lunch with quick service? Huckleburger. Need a place to dine out with the family tonight? Huckleburger. The fastest full-service restaurant in town. Huckleburger. Huckleburger is committed to 3 core values: highest level of customer service, high-quality delicious food, and lightning speed. The Huckleburger menu features delicious burgers, cheesesteaks, chicken sandwiches, black bean burgers, salads, and much more. Huckleburger in Greenville near Lowe's on Memorial Drive and off of 15th Street near the movie theater in Washington. Huckleburger. Delicious, fast, fresh, and friendly.
This is your What's New update brought to you by the new Greenville Auto World. What's new? The new Greenville Auto World has new owners, a state-of-the-art service repair facility that can help you with tires, state inspection, AC repair, and more. Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle and offers great monthly oil change specials. What's new? You making a service appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 across from the Speedway of Bells Fork. Pirates supporting Pirates.
The Downtown Greenville Partnership brings Downtown Greenville to life. We are the organization that brings you Pirate Fest, Free Boot Fridays, Dickinson After Dark, and many other exciting events. The DGP is working hard to continue to improve the aesthetics of Downtown Greenville by adding plants, flower boxes, new LED lighting, and improved entryways. The DGP partners with the City of Greenville, Pitt County, the Chamber, ECU, and many others to make Downtown Greenville a fun, vibrant area to live, shop, eat, and play. Learn more about us at downtowngreenville.com.
Pirate Radio. Blah, blah, blah. This. Blah, 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 blah. Is. Blah. Pirate. Blah, blah. Radio.
Love is a guy that thinks his mind is also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke. No.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is AJ McMurphy's. AJ's has daily food and drink specials, and an awesome patio, perfect for some outdoor dining. There's something for everyone every weeknight, including sports trivia on Wednesdays with our very own Clip Rock. It's one of the few jobs he actually has left. AJ's has live music every Friday and Saturday with no cover, and brunch every Sunday. Make today an AJ's day. Now back to the show.
That's funny, Shirley.
It's real fun.
Why does it say Rice is the 10 seed on the bottom line?
They are.
Is that's not true?
It is true.
For the women, yes, It is correct. Temple was the 3 seed.
Oh.
Pirates will be in the home whites tonight.
I've been so scared of seeing Rice. They dominated us twice. I had no idea they were the 10 seed.
Lower seed than us.
Man. I don't like that. I'd rather them be a. Anyway. I do still have a job currently hosting Sports Trivia at AJ's. It's going to be a fun night tonight. Not only all this other conference tournament action going on, but ECU, Kim McNeil trying to cut down the nets once again. Shirley, can we hear the end of that game from last night real quick on ESPN Plus?
Both teams really would need to box out right now. And misses both. Huge. The rebound. Coming up with it is Proctor. She's got a chance to put it up. The game winner won't go for UTSA as East Carolina holds on. They're advancing to the championship game.
The most subdued celebration of all time from Danae McNeil, who has been phenomenal, missed 2 free throws with a chance to make it a 3-point game. And she's been so good. Misses those. Horn sounds, and she's like head in hands, upset, which I love to see.
Yeah,
it was not like hey, yeah, we did it. It was I am mad at myself. I let the team down. So look for her to have a big one tonight. I love that attitude after the game where, and I like her teammates kind of building her up too at that moment. Great that you can kind of get that in a win rather than a loss. But the Pirates win. Danae's going off tonight, and to be where they are without
Sania Johnson,
our girl Micah Dennis, and Sania it's awesome. So keep up the good work, Kim McNeil and the Pirates.
The only thing she knows is championship.
That's it, man.
For real?
That's the only thing
She
in her
is the
vocabulary. You using my
DJ
lines now?
Khaled.
Yeah.
She is the ship.
Yeah.
Ken, what other conference tournaments you paying attention to right now? Not CAA.
Now that's over. College of Charleston, back-to-back champs. Boo.
Beating Stony Brook.
Yeah, it was a good game last night. Stony Brook kind of came out of nowhere. They played 4 games in 4 days and played Charleston tough, but just kind of ran out of gas.
Big East tournament is underway today, I believe. Tomorrow's a really good day because everybody's kind of going.
Yeah.
And all these teams that got a double bye will finally be in action.
That's right.
So Big 12 going on right now, but again, we're still waiting on some of the big boys to play. Georgetown Providence tonight. You get the Ed Cooley Bowl for the 3rd time. And
Dontrez Styles from Kinston plays for Georgetown now.
Okay. Oh, that's right. He made a visit here. Talked to East Carolina. That was before my unserious tweet, so don't blame me for him not coming here. But yeah, I am excited about all these games. The Cuccinella's March Madness contest going on here at Pirate Radio. We will be seeding beginning tomorrow. We're going to be seeding the East, West, Midwest, and South. And if you call 317-1250 when we ask you to, or we might let some Facebook watchers and YouTube watchers in as well, you will win a combo #1 from Cuccinella's. That is a slice of pizza pie and a drink, and all you got to do is call or get in our contest. If your team makes it to the Final Four, you get a $50 gift card. If your team wins it all, a $100 gift card from Cuccinella's. We'll start seeding our teams tomorrow. There are 2 people in already. Who got in early? It was Russ and
Russ Walker.
Who was the other one? I got it written down.
I didn't know there was another one.
Was it Jamie? Yeah, I'll find it. Steve Hill. It was Steve because we didn't let him get in another thing, so we had to let him get in. Ken, what do you think about the moves Washington has made?
I don't hate them.
I don't either.
Yeah.
We've gotten some good, like the only good players from the Panthers.
My college roommate, also a Commanders fan, texted me last night. Let's see what he said.
What did this guy have to say?
Yeah, Greg Little, God bless him. Manders rolling through day 2. I said, yeah, not too shabby. He said, weird what happens when talented people make decisions.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, when Ron Rivera got hired, I was like, finally, there's a grown-up there. Now we're going to... So I've been through this cycle many times.
It's only been a couple days. We'll see how it plays out.
But I kind of like the no splash... just kind of make some quiet moves here and there.
Just kind of stock up and solidify some spots. Moves. No Derrick Henry or anybody like that.
What do you think about Austin Eckler?
I like it.
Yeah.
Why not?
It feels like there's
2 years ago, that would have been really...
Yeah, and we'd also have to pay him
he's not going to probably
huge
be
salary.
The guy, but he can be a guy.
Brian Robinson and Eckler.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm not sad. Antonio Gibson is not there anymore. How about
he had some moments, but overall.
What about the biggest move so far? So you got Henry to the Ravens, Saquon to the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Kirk Cousins to the Falcons.
Kind of random, but elevates them a little bit, I guess, over Desmond Ridder or whoever they had before. Heineke.
Josh Jacobs to the Packers.
Yeah, and then Aaron Jones goes to the Vikings.
Yep.
I don't know. I like Aaron Jones. Advantage Vikings there. So
He's a good friend of yours.
He is. Met at Sup Dogs.
That's right.
Speaking of friends, Ariel Epstein said you may have some big thing at Sup Dogs later on this calendar year. Little Fanatics action.
Hope I'm invited.
I'm sure you will be, Ken. It was great to have her on the show. Thank you for having me on WNTT Channel 9 News last week.
Yeah, we had our reporter Gabby Sartori working on the start of sports betting. She's like, do you know anybody who might like this? I was like, you got to call Clip Brock. And if he doesn't do it, Chandler Heineken. If they don't do it, go beg. I don't know.
Ken said, do you mind doing this? And I said, I don't want to, but I will.
Yeah.
Hoping Ken would say, well, I'll find somebody else. But he said, all right, I'll send her down there. Thanks, Ken. She's on the way.
If you'd have stopped it, I don't want to. I wouldn't have begged. I'm like, all right, man, I'll see you next week. But he said, all I saw was, I will.
Glad to do it, Ken. I appreciate you hanging out with us every week.
Appreciate y'all. Condolences again. I'm really sorry to hear about the loss of a job on your day off.
On my day off, man. Smokey said it best.
And y'all haven't really teased me about the Seahawks.
Well, Shirley played loser, and I got you on Twitter last night.
Yeah, you did. I didn't even, actually, I was already in bed. I woke up, I was like, what the heck's going on? Clip.
Ken had shades drawn. Like, you pretty much lived your life with,
I mean, if it was like
shades drawn.
10-0 game, maybe we would dabble on it more. But it was an ugly game between both squads.
Wilmington, you know those videos of like the T-ball players, they hit the ball off the tee and run straight to the mound? That feels like how Wilmington ran the bases. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Ken,
was that a long year?
So that was not you with the chainsaw interfering with our interview after the game?
Well, I don't think it was a chainsaw. I think it was a leaf blower, and they were blowing the trash around, I think. But yeah, it was pretty loud, wasn't it?
Blowing the trash around? What, were they blowing the Seahawks off the field? Hey! And that's the kind of humor you get with me if you'd like to hire me to do your parties and gigs, because I am available. Ken, thanks for hanging out, buddy.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, we'll take a break. When we return, hey, we'll talk to a former Tar Heel, just for you, Ken. Woo. Two-time Super Bowl champion Greg Warren with the Pittsburgh Steelers will join us here on Pirate Radio Live. Also got Jack Powers, P. Mace, Holton Ahlers, and more when we return to Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
I wanna give you my hand. I wanna meet you nowhere home. I want a little time alone. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me.
Fitness, fellowship, and faith is F3 and is changing lives of men right here in your community. Just listen.
My name's Kyle Allagood, 37. F3 means a lot to me and has been for some time now. I've been coming out for about 4.5 years. I'm just glad to come out here to meet so many guys that I would not have met if I wouldn't have been out to F3. Something to keep me accountable and somewhere I know I can always go to get right.
F3ENC.com. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started if you want to be great.
It's bow time. Chicken or biscuits? That's an impossible choice. How can you decide between Bojangles' perfectly crispy, boldly seasoned chicken or their fluffy, made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits? Well, the good news is you don't have to. With a Cajun chicken filet biscuit, you get the best of both worlds. An all-white meat chicken breast marinated with a bold blend of seasonings and served up on a fluffy, golden buttermilk biscuit. When it comes to real-deal Southern flavor, there's no reason you can't have it all. Order a Cajun chicken filet biscuit today. It's bow time.
The wait is over. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of NASCAR, is now live in North Carolina. Now you can legally bet on all your favorite sports anytime, anywhere, right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. For a limited time, new customers who sign up with the promo code PIRATE and bet $5 will receive $250 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more, with fast and easy payouts right at your fingertips. Get ready for the NCAA tournament with DraftKings. DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now using the code PIRATE and bet $5 to get $250 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code PIRATE. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Deposit and eligibility restrictions apply. Terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC. NASCAR is not a sponsor of this promotion and used under license.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Ryan McChrystal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need to go to University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Here with Tracy Ayers from ENC Pirate Realty, and you have some exciting news about your new partnership with Allen Tate Realtors.
Yes, we're very excited about our partnership with Allen Tate. Real estate is a people-centric industry. We chose to partner with Allen Tate due to its stellar reputation throughout North and South Carolina and its broader partnership with Howard Hanna. Please visit us on Fire Tower Road in Greenville or online at encpiraterealty.com. Remember, at ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we close the deal or someone walks the plank. Go Pirates!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington.
That fan feels awesome. I'm just going to perform right here.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Down on Main Street, Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. Thinking about takeout tonight? Familia can make everything real easy for you with a great selection of Italian food and more. Visit FamiliaNC.com to see the full menu featuring pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts. Place your order online or call 689-6330 and Familia will have your order ready in their convenient drive-through window for pickup. Finish up a busy day with a great dinner for yourself or family from Familia. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, here on a Wednesday. Still to come, former Pirate linebacker Jack Powers will join us in the Pirate Radio studios. Former Pirate QB Holton Ahlers will join us on the Pirate Radio Live line, and we'll get an update. There was a round of cuts in the UFL, and Holton made it through that round of cuts, and sounds like his spot's pretty secure, knock on wood, because now they are down to 3 quarterbacks with the Arlington Renegades in the UFL. So we'll get an update on that with Holton and also talk about some of these NFL quarterback moves. And Patrick Mason from the Daily Reflector will join us to talk ECU athletics. Pirates in the AAC tournament playing on Thursday against Tulsa. The women in the championship tonight against Rice, and ECU baseball coming off a win over UNCW. So a lot to talk about with ECU athletics. We will now go out to the Pirate Radio Live line, and joining us, 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he is Greg Warren, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Greg, appreciate your time. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good. How are y'all?
Doing great. Nobody promotes the long snapper position like we do here at Pirate Radio. We've got intern Alex, current ECU long snapper. We got Chandler Honeycutt, former high school long snapper and now a two-time Super Bowl champion, Greg Warren. So, Greg, we are keeping the focus and the attention on the long snapper here at Pirate Radio.
Hey, man, I appreciate it because usually it's not positive when we get any kind of attention. So it's nice to every once in a while get a little bit of recognition for sure.
No doubt. And Greg, 2 Super Bowl championships with those Pittsburgh Steelers. And where do you keep your rings?
Well, one I gave my father. The second one I ended up giving my father, but the first one I kept, and probably surprisingly, I keep it in my closet, and it rarely comes out. I probably wear it once, if not less, a year. So maybe every couple of years, every once in a while, I'll just bring it out just because. But
no doubt. Greg Warren joining us. Greg, as a Washington fan, I'm annoyed at Steelers fans taking over opposing team stadium. I've seen it several times when the Steelers go to FedEx Field. But, man, that terrible towel shows up every Sunday, home or away, when you turn the TV on or go to a game. And it's got to be pretty cool to play for such a fan base like that. And I was going to say, if you break out that ring, you'll probably see a Steelers fan that'll ask you about those Super Bowls. But you talk about a great fan base in the NFL. The Steelers are top 5, if not number 1.
Oh man, our fans. When I was playing, they traveled so well. They still do, but we'd end up even in places like Seattle. I mean, they've got the 12th man, and we certainly, like you said, we would take over stadiums, and it was pretty remarkable to go like that, to go all the way across the country, but have your fans being out there to support you. It was second to none for sure.
Greg Warren joining us. Greg, your college football choice, not popular with the folks around here, North Carolina. And looking at years you played, I'm going off memory here. I want to say I went to an ECU UNC game in Chapel Hill in 2001. And then also, Greg, were you involved in the game where both teams were winless here in Greenville? Did you run up against the Pirates during your playing days?
Yeah, I think we played them at least once, and I'm not so sure. My memory's so bad. I'm not even so sure that UNC won. I'm actually pretty sure we lost. And it seems like, in my memory anyway, that Carolina has more trouble beating ECU than they do actually winning. So
yeah, we've had a pretty good recent history facing North Carolina over at least the recent history, and some good matchups, and one 70-point game that we put on North Carolina. We still talk about, Greg. We like to talk about that one. But how about your playing days in Chapel Hill? What are some of your best memories from those days in college?
Well, my first year I played was 2001. We went to the Peach Bowl. And that was pretty cool, playing with guys like Julius Peppers, Ronald Curry, just a whole slew of guys that went to ended up going to the NFL, were spectacular athletes, and so that was pretty cool. But then my senior year, I was a captain, and being able to kind of help lead that team, and I think we went to the Tire Bowl over in Charlotte, it was called at the time, and it was kind of rewarding to be able to kind of do that after a couple tough years.
Jeff Connors has told us some Julius Peppers stories, and we've heard of them. Do you have any Julius Peppers as a freak athlete stories from practice or games? What do you remember about Peppers, one of the all-time greatest athletes from the state of North Carolina?
Yeah, say that one more time.
Do you have any good Julius Peppers being a freak athlete stories? We've heard some from Jeff Connors and other places, but anything stand out, because he is one of the best athletes all time from this state?
Oh man, he's incredible. I mean, one of the stories I used to tell was when I was when I was redshirting my very first year, freshman year at Carolina. I mean, Julius he was the man then, and he was just a monster. I mean, his hands are bigger than any hands I've ever seen in my life. And, he's just freakishly big, but still runs like a 4.4. And I had specialists, speaking of long snappers and stuff, kickers, we were always they called it the show team. We would have to go out and stand on the other side of like the defense when they were trying to line up and figure out different formations and stuff, getting ready for the game and the weekend. And sometimes I would have to line up in like a tight end position and line up against them. And we weren't even like hitting. There was no chance they were going to let us go up against each other because, I mean, it wouldn't even been fair. And still I was intimidated just standing across from him because he was just such a freakishly big and strong athlete. But yeah, he was amazing. And also amazing Jeff Connors. Had a long run with him, and that is an amazing strength coaching guy too. So
yeah. Well, let me ask you about Coach Connors. What were those days working out? He's a legend around these parts, and of course his time in North Carolina as well. What do you remember about those days working with Coach Connors, with him in your ear?
Oh yeah, and he was in your ear. He took no prisoners, and he worked you as hard as he could, and he got the best out of you. I think he was one of the best that I ever worked with, quite frankly, because he knew how to push you. He knew how to get you to your limit and get the best out of you. And no matter what level I've been at, he certainly would be the top coach strength coach that I ever had any relationship with, because he's just so good at his craft.
I hear a lot of former players say that. Alex, we'll get to you in 1 second, but Chandler, can we get a little Jeff Connors talking to Greg Warren 20-some years ago? What would it sound like?
Well, I tell you, talking about taking no prisoners, it's great that you still carried that with you, but you were a great athlete, and I appreciated coaching you, and I'm so excited about your success and winning the Super Bowl 2 times.
All right, there's fake Jeff Connors here in studio. Greg, Hart, what do you got for Greg?
Greg, we got one more question for you, man. We know you got a tight schedule, so again, I appreciate you coming on for us. It's been really great having you. We've already touched on the importance of the long snapping position. The Pittsburgh Steelers fan base found that out the hard way. Could you talk about what happened the night of your leg injury and the emergency backup that replaced you, and what transpired after that?
Yeah, it was just one of those freak things. I was running down on a punt. My knee gave out on me. I thought I stepped in, and I may have stepped in a hole. Still not really sure what happened, but it was a non-contact injury, and knee bent the exact opposite way it's supposed to, and I went down. And NFL, we don't have backups for long snappers or kickers or punters, and quite frankly, nobody even practiced it. Guys that weren't, just in case of an emergency situation. And so we're on the sidelines, and everybody's looking around because there was no way I could play. And everybody's looking at it like, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. Everybody's just scared at that point because nobody had ever done it. And who steps up but James Harrison, defensive player of the year, says, hey, I'll do it. And I'm not scared, because he's literally not scared of anything. And he got in the game, and we were backed up, I think, on like the 5-yard line or something. And he snapped it as hard as he could, and being probably the strongest man in the NFL, he snapped it through the uprights, and it was something to be seen. But it certainly put a little spotlight on the importance of having a long snapper, but also the importance of having an emergency backup and somebody just capable of getting the ball back. But he actually had a couple snaps after that as well that was able to connect with the punter, and they were able to get it off. But certainly one that people remember when I think it literally might have gone through the uprights.
That is an awesome story, and shows the importance of a long snapper. Also, you mentioned being, intimidated by Julius Peppers. James Harrison, probably top 5 guys I would not mess with. I mean, you want to talk about intimidating. That dude was and is. Greg, thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate it. Maybe we'll catch up with you again down the road, tell more stories. But thank you for coming on today, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right, we are once again raising awareness for that long snapper position. That was a great story there, Alex. I don't remember that off the top of my head. I need to go back and see that video.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It comes up on my recommended every now and then, like Steelers long snapping disaster or something like that, and Yeah, Greg Warren's one of the all-time greats, though, man.
So if you go down during a game and Trip Smith goes down, who would be the emergency long snapper for ECU football? And would Jack Powers be the kind of guy to step up and take that challenge?
Jack would be the kind of guy that would do it because he's not scared.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't shock me if we both went down. I think Jack would have done it. But right now, I'm honestly not. I haven't even seen anyone try in a while.
All right. Well, look, at your next team meeting when everybody's around, I want you to step up and say, hey, guys, by the way, my name's Alex. Nice to meet you. If myself and Trip's the other guy over here that y'all haven't met. He's right here. If we go down, who's going to man up and snap that football?
Probably the high school kid that's coming in the summer.
And if he goes down, who's going to be the man to snap that football? Is it going to be you, Deontay? Is it going to be you,
Rajay?
My guy.
And then that's when I bust open the door and I say, I've got it.
He's back.
Imagine he just lasers one right to the punter, makes a tackle, stands up and hits the
4-7. Rajay could do it, man. He's got no fear. Icy. One of the iciest snaps you'll ever see. Let's take a break. As we do, Wake Forest 11-point lead over Notre Dame in the ACC tournament as they play in the second half. Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. We'll take a break, come back. Eric said clip asking Greg where he keeps his rings. He's down on his luck and trying to hit a lick. If I see one at Southern Pawn, I'll know what happened. I'm not trying to steal Greg Warren's rings, okay? Even though I was fired.
I got a team meeting to go to, guys. So
You're out?
I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, buddy. Thanks, and thank you for setting up that interview.
No problem.
That was fun. Thank you, A-Harp. We'll take a break, come back. Jack Powers joins us when we return. We'll keep the football talk rolling after this.
Cause we belong together now.
Pirate Radio March Madness is back. Listen to Pirate Radio Live from 3 to 6 this week for your chance to be one of the 64 lucky winners of a free lunch combo courtesy of Cucinella's in Greenville. If your team makes a tournament run to the Final Four, you can win another $50 or $100 gift card from Cucinella's. Listen to win thanks to Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sub Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram.
Southern Ease has arrived, Pirate Nation. Whether you savor the bourbon flavor or indulge in other delightful options, Southern Ease gummies are here to elevate your moments. And here's the best part, you can enjoy them with an exclusive discount. Head over to southernease.com now and use the code PIRATE at checkout for a fantastic 25% off your first order. At Southern Ease, you can be living life to your fullest, one sweet moment at a time. southernease.com.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
The wait is over. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of NASCAR, is now live in North Carolina. Now you can legally bet on all your favorite sports anytime, anywhere, right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. For a limited time, new customers who sign up with the promo code PIRATE and bet $5 will receive $250 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more, with fast and easy payouts right at your fingertips. Get ready for the NCAA tournament with DraftKings DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now using the code PIRATE and bet $5 to get $250 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code PIRATE. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Deposit and eligibility restrictions apply. Terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC. NASCAR is not a sponsor of this promotion and used under license.
The best place to go before hitting the water is Pirate Waters Outfitters in Washington. This is Captain Bo Brooks, and at Pirate Waters Outfitters is the store with the clothing you need to enjoy the outdoors. Shop the best outdoor brands like Gut Camp, Marshwear, AFCO, and Foul Weather Gear by Grundon. Enhance your on-the-water fun with a turtle box speaker, a pair of Bahia sunglasses, or Smithy cast iron cookware. Pirate Water Outfitters on Market Street in downtown Washington, right next door to Breaking Bread, and also on Facebook and Instagram.
Familia is your go-to spot for the best Italian dishes around, including pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts.
That's Familia.
Enjoy half-off wine night on Wednesdays, $3 drafts on Thursdays, or get a pizza of the week for just $12.
That's Familia.
Place your order online or call 689-6330, and Familia will have your order ready in their drive-thru window for pickup.
That's Familia.
Clip, really?
Oh, sorry.
Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville near Pitt Community College.
This is Garrett Saylor, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. My woman done left. Took the reason that I've been working for.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Down on Main Street, Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. And Bud Light reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Jack Powers joining us. I don't want to talk about what you just talked about. I feel like it's a no-hitter situation.
Absolutely.
But you did tell me of a game going on that I was unaware of. Okay, I didn't realize they were playing tonight.
Yep.
What is going on?
Why is Cincinnati favored?
Why?
Someone's got to be hurt.
I don't understand. I need to talk to my people. Kansas is an underdog tonight in the Big 12 tournament to Cincinnati. They must have a lot of injuries or something. Anyway, Jack Powers joins us. How you doing, Jack?
Good. Happy to be here.
Jack, I got fired from a job today for the first time in my life. And shot Shirley playing Take This Job and Shove It. Thank you, Shirley, for, again, making fun of me getting fired from ECU PA. Have you ever been fired?
No, honestly, I'm lacking a little bit of job experience here. I'm dealing with that right now when I'm applying for jobs here. Coming up, graduation's happening, applying for jobs. Everything's like 5 years of experience. I'm like, well...
I hate that, too. Yeah. It's like I'm trying to get the job to get experience.
Right.
Let a man get some experience.
Absolutely.
Jack, you're a lot smarter than I am, but beware of what you post on social media. It could come back to haunt you.
Dang.
I bet you get that lesson a lot. Was that talked about by either Mike Houston or people within the program? Like, hey, guys, keep stuff in-house?
I mean, it for sure started for me at a young age. Just like throughout high school and stuff, my dad would always tell me, like, you know, obviously it was a different age than when he grew up, and he was a student athlete too, but he realized with the iPhones and everything coming out, he's like, you got to be very careful about what you like on Twitter, what you're tweeting out, what you're posting on Instagram. He's like, once you put it out there, it's out there for good. And that kind of went on through Nevada and ECU with Coach Houston. It's just a lot of stuff happens in-house, and you want to try and keep it in-house. But yeah, you for sure got to be smart about what you're putting out there.
I'm very glad that was not a thing when I was growing up.
Yeah.
No telling like what I would have said. So it certainly happens a lot today, though. So it got me.
You see it with NFL drafts. Larry Tunsil a couple years back.
Oh yeah, had the
mask.
The mask.
Yeah.
With the.
Say that.
Yeah, that was nuts, and he's still playing and is a really good player.
Right.
He was able to.
Someone just got him for a discount.
Exactly. He was able to go much later in that draft. All right, Jack. So what are we following now? You and the Holten Ahlers show, big on the gambling talk, and now it is legal here in the state of North Carolina. So have you taken advantage of that the last few days?
A little bit. You see all those different kind of gambling websites and stuff kind of tempting you and throwing some free money in your face. Obviously, I'm not an idiot, so I took the free money.
Yeah.
But I am going to be careful about how I move forward. Whatever I put in, I've already taken out, and I'm working with the bonus bets right now. But kind of going back to our episode with Ariel, for the listeners out here that are curious about sports betting, and now that's legal in here, definitely go check that out on our podcast. We had one of the best to do it, Ariel Epstein, on.
Yeah.
And she kind of said, like, just find what you're good at. And so don't go with big increments. Don't start off too strong, Be humble, start off small, find what you're good at. And I've kind of been doing that ever since my playing career ended. I like flirting with NHL a little bit. The Canes are obviously good, and it's fun to root for them, especially if you got $5 or $10 on them. So starting off there, and then we'll see where March Madness takes me.
And the possibilities are almost endless. It can be overwhelming to look at that app and see everything that's out there. So, don't just go with. I would really advise against going with the things they promote, like.
There's a reason. This
3-team parlay, jump on it right now.
Right.
One click of a button. Yeah, there's a reason they're putting that one out there. Kind of do your own thing, do your own research. Brad on YouTube says Kansas has 2 starters out, apparently. So, be that as it may, it's Kansas and it's the Big 12 tournament.
Rock chalk.
They don't lose in the Big 12 tournament. Now, if they put me and Jack and Chandler in Kansas jerseys, I don't know. I still feel like we'd find a way.
We'd get a whole lot of rebounds.
Bill Self would find a way to coach us to victory, I feel like. So that is a very odd line despite the injuries and everything. Jack Powers joining us, Pirate Radio Studios. We will talk to Holten Ahlers later on in the show. Holten Ahlers Show dropping a new ep on Thursday. Jack Holden made it through the first round of cuts, so we'll talk about that with him. But how's it going with him in Texas right now, and you guys here and wherever else you were last week putting the show together?
Yeah, I mean, last week was kind of a fluke almost with spring break and UFL.
Drew was in a car.
Yeah, he was in a car in the mountains. I called it the grittiest podcast to date. We got the band together somehow and made it work. Obviously, the dynamic's a little different, but we're trying to do our best to make it like we didn't skip a beat to the listeners at all.
Yeah.
I think we've done a pretty good part of that. So just trying to be consistent, show up, and create some good content for everyone listening.
The stories you guys tell, a lot of fun, and then, of course, the gambling talk. How are we doing on Jungle Fever? Were you able to get up with one of those nerdy Columbia guys?
It's a struggle, honestly. And I feel like I should have thought about this when I kind of promoted the whole idea of it. I reach out to the guys plenty in advance, and some guys are cooperative. With the LeClaire Classic, we actually had multiple team guys respond, but their team rules didn't allow them to. But this Columbia guy, we reached out to him a couple days ago, and no love back. So I think it might be a little intimidating to some people. But we're going to try and do our best that if we can't get an outfielder from another team on, that we're going to have baseball content for sure, because the boys deserve it.
And got picked up a win last night over UNCW. 3-game series coming up this weekend against Columbia, and they'll begin conference play starting next weekend. So baseball season rolling on.
How about Ryder beating Duke?
That was huge for RPI purposes. East Carolina shot up quite a bit, not only from the road win against UNCW, but more so because of Ryder beating Duke. And we talked about that earlier, Jack, that UNCG putting up 1,000,000 runs on NC State. Wake Forest getting beat. They gave up 17 runs to Coastal.
Right.
These teams are really good, but it is baseball. Anything can happen. A pitcher can get hot. A hitter can get hot. You can go through a slump. So these crazy scores happen, especially midweek.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know. When we were watching Ryder that first weekend, I didn't think too much of them. Obviously, probably our best Jungle Fever came from that weekend.
Yeah.
But when I saw that team, I was just kind of like, yeah, we swept them, but it wasn't that much there.
It was way too easy. It was like, yeah, this team isn't offering much. So I'm with you. To see that score last night was shocking.
And was it Duke that just went head to head with Wake Forest too?
This past weekend, and won the series.
Yeah, and then they go and lose to Rider, so it just kind of shows. But
you never know. And it's different with baseball because you play 60 games or whatever compared to your 12 with football. But when Duke's taking on a Rider midweek, you've been there, Jack, playing against a FCS team or a team you're favored by quite a bit.
Right.
It's on you to keep that focus. It's on the coaches to drill it into your mind that they are college football players just like us.
Trap game.
In the back of your mind, though, you're like, we should beat these guys. So, like, did you ever find yourself maybe not giving it that extra % because of the opponent?
Let me tell you, one of the biggest trap games, going to Hawaii. And you go early because it's a time change, even from Pacific time to Hawaiian time. You go a day early, so we're there on Thursday. And, like, the coaches are people too. They're not idiots. So they're like, all right, Thursday night, like, you guys got an hour and a half at the beach. And we landed there at 7, but, I mean, it's still warm out. It's still nice out, obviously. Sun's going down. So we all go to the beach and so on. But just you're staying there on the water, the fresh fruit at the meals, just, like, little stuff like that. Like, you're in Hawaii, you're kind of starstruck. The humidity's different for a lot of people than it is out west. So then when it comes time to play the game, you're like, whoa, like, we're still here to play ball. So that is kind of similar to what you were experiencing there, but
a lot of distractions on a trip like that, I would imagine. So, Holton Ahlers checking in on YouTube. Ask Jack why he hasn't talked about the Kings as much this year. #bandwagon.
Well, actually, he'll tune in when we record this pod tonight. But I can give a little tell about one of my bets here. The New York Knicks are running through Golden One Arena this Saturday night, and they got to play the Sacramento Kings. And I guarantee that beam is going to be lit.
Guarantee?
Yeah, so Holton can wait till Saturday night to talk about that one. His Knicks are falling off a little bit.
I am not an NBA watcher unless the Hornets are good, and they are the opposite of good. So I have not followed much this year. How's De'Aaron Fox doing? I love De'Aaron Fox.
He's a beast. Him and Sabonis are having a pretty good year. Both were snubbed from the All-Star game. But like you, I'm not a huge NBA fan, but definitely a Sacramento Kings fan through and through.
Fun, man. When this is before you, Jack, but I really got into the Jason Williams, Chris Webber, Peja, Vlade, that
was like
era.
The first couple of years. So like right when I was born, Sacktown was blowing up.
Those series with the Jazz and then later the Lakers when they got Bibby, those were some awesome series. And they got robbed in that Lakers series.
I'm pretty sure it came out like there's a lot.
Yeah, there are one of the refs involved or something.
Yeah.
There's I did see a documentary or something about that.
Yeah.
Jack Powers joining us. All right, Jack, anything else? Do you want to talk about what we were talking about off the air that you got going, or do you want to?
No, we got to wait.
Yeah, let's wait on that.
Case, I'll call in tomorrow. We'll talk.
Yeah, if a few things happen, we'll talk about it at a future date. I need those Trojan men to step up too here in the second half. Washington beating USC right now, 56-53. So still in it, still all right. Jack, thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah,
check out the Holton Ahlers show Thursday at noon.
Absolutely, gonna be a good one.
We'll take a break, come back. P. Mace, Patrick Mason, going to join us, and Holton Ahlers will join us later on today's show as well. We will be back with more on Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
A woman done left, took the reason that I've been working for. Don't you try and stop, 'cause I'm walking through that door. Take this job and shut, I ain't working here no more.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're #1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal. to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Hey everybody, this is Aaron Williams, and it's March. And here at New Blue Service Group, we are starting to think about Easter, and what a blessing it was that Jesus Christ rose from the dead on the third day. Speaking of rising, we would love to bless a family during this season with rising the temperature of the water in their home. If you or anyone you know is in need of a new water heater, we have teamed up with Hughes Plumbing Supply in Winterville to donate a water heater to someone in need. No cost out of your pocket. Contact me directly at 252-717-6888. God bless and go Pirates.
Are you struggling with weight loss? It might be 15 pounds or 115 pounds. It seems like losing weight involves too much exercise and not enough food. Well, no more. Semaglutide is an FDA-approved treatment offered by ArcPoint Labs. Dr. John Bruce, a board-certified bariatric surgeon, will consult and oversee your entire weight loss journey. Transform yourself and get ready for the beach next summer. This program is safe, cost-effective, and has a physician oversight. Call ArcPoint Labs today at 514-8049.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
The Angus Grill is your premier spot for the best burgers, cheesesteaks, and brisket sandwiches around. Join us for our unmatched variety of burger combinations. From the mushroom bacon Swiss burger to the jalapeno popper burger to the original Angus classic. Pair that burger with our amazing onion rings, tots, fries, or sweet potato fries. Angus Grill, with 4 amazing locations in eastern North Carolina, including Winterville near Pitt Community College, on Jarvis Street in uptown Greenville, and on Statensburg Road near the hospital. It's the best burger around, guaranteed.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of eastern North Carolina.
Seared Shop House, Greenville's go-to restaurant for premium scratch-made entrees, paired with an impressive selection of wines and cocktails. Seared Shop House. Whether you're celebrating an anniversary, birthday, a special night out, or just want to have the best meal in town, come see why Seared is the place where great atmosphere and great food collide. Seared is now open for lunch Monday through Friday, and be sure to stop in for the best brunch in town Saturday and Sunday. They also offer pickup and delivery. Head to SearedShopHouse.com for online ordering.
The Holten Ahlers Show.
The best sports gambler that we knew, Ariel Epstein.
Strikeout props were such a great little niche market that the sports books didn't really catch on to until probably about a year or two ago. But the first couple of years I did it, I was hitting strikeout props at like 65-70%. And people were going crazy. Wow. I even had people from Las Vegas who have been betting for years who would DM me asking me what my strikeout prop of the day was. So it was really baseball that started it all.
The Holten Ahlers Show, powered by SouthernEase.com. Thursdays and Fridays at 6, right here on Pirate Radio.
This is Marcus Crandall, former ECU Pirate and Grey Cup champion. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Down on Main Street, Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. And both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Clip Rock here with you. Very happy and appreciative to have this job and this opportunity. I will be at my side gig tonight at AJ's hosting sports trivia, watching ECU women trying to cut down the nets for the second straight year as they take on Rice. And P. Mace, I don't know if it's hit the wire yet, or if you're going to do write an article about it in the Daily Reflector, but I have been fired from my PA position at East Carolina.
What in the world?
For I consider myself a man of faith, and tweeted some things about ECU basketball being the most unserious basketball program in the world. And the administration was not happy with those remarks.
They didn't like it, huh?
And have relieved me of my duties.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. So I will not be with you in the press box anymore. I appreciate that zen you gave me in the late innings last game. And who knew that would be the last time we would share
That's right.
that room together.
Man, if I knew that, we should have celebrated somehow. You know, had a going away party. Just eat an entire bag of sunflower seeds together.
I tell you what, I got my money's worth on those wraps that day. I might have got fired because I ate like 3 feet worth of wraps.
Yeah.
The last time we were at Clark LeClaire Stadium.
That's right. Man, but I'm going to miss that. You know, you always put a good emphasis on the chicken leg strikeout thing. I mean,
every time I drive past KFC now, I'm going to cry.
It gets people fired up. Yeah. Well, that's a shame.
It's a real shame. But you know what? Lessons learned. You can't bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
And you can't be too honest about the situation.
Right. That's right. You know, you got to take a step back, I guess, and just internalize those thoughts.
And I knew that going in. I had already kind of been on thin ice. I think I got reprimanded for saying something about the grounds crew. I didn't even say anything that bad, but they were upset at me about that a couple years ago. So, like, I'd received warnings.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I kind of knew what I was doing.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm not an employee, but you know, I've definitely tweeted about some. Was it not lawnmower? The leaf blowers. You know, those things are volume 10 sometimes. And but hey,
Pirates knocking off UNCW last night. P. Mace and Chandler was there to get the word from Cliff Godwin right after the game. Let's hear what he had to say.
It's a dogfight when you come here, but there was never a doubt tonight, was there? There was a big doubt for me because we didn't play clean baseball. And I told our guys, like, hey, man, I'm glad we won. We didn't play good baseball.
Cliff, can you speak up?
Especially a rivalry game. We struck out 15 times offensively.
15 times? Did you say 15?
That inning that we gave up the 4 runs.
So there you go.
Star thinks Riley's going to catch the baseball.
It's like that Joe Paterno before he went out. I can't hear a word you're saying. Man, well, good on you, Chandler, to get that question in through.
It sucks for Chandler because he was nervous going into the interview, especially if they would have lost. But he did a good job with it, and now he can't even use it.
No, I wasn't nervous after the win.
That's what I said.
Right.
Lost, but
it was getting hairy there for a while.
I know. I was sitting there, and you could see my body language, and you're probably thinking, like, other people were thinking, man, that ECU fan over there is really nervous. But actually, I was just very afraid to talk to Cliff.
Like, what do I
Cliff
ask?
After a loss.
What do I ask? What do I do? Yeah, I got wins, smooth over just about everything.
So did you come out with a little joke? Never in doubt? Is that what you said? Like a little, hey, coach, never in doubt, huh?
But I was like, it was never in doubt, though, right? He was like,
okay.
Well, there was plenty of doubt for me.
Did you think about that going in? Like, I should start with something a little lighthearted here? Or? Mm-hmm. All right. I like your process.
Yeah.
That was a good move.
Good approach.
Let's role play it real quick. You be Chandler. Patrick will be Cliff, and I'll be the leaf blower.
Okay. Coach, it's always
it's
always a dog fight when you come here. But there was never a doubt there, right?
Oh, man. Good stuff.
Chandler, I was...
USC up 5. 5:53 left to go.
So I stayed back and watched the women's basketball game. I wanted to make sure to hop on the Zoom call, and, I was just kind of worried about how that would all time out. But I had the baseball game going, the stat broadcast. I'm watching it, and I'm like, tied it up in the 9th. There's a couple errors, and I immediately thought of you. I'm like, I bet Chandler's out here just like, come on, guys, pull through for me.
I was literally like, man.
Because the last time...
Please.
Yeah.
Last year you went on the road to Fayetteville.
It was the Campbell game in Fayetteville.
Was it you and Name Redacted?
It was Kaysen, who is with Name Redacted.
Yeah.
Name Redacted too.
One of Name Redacted's guys?
Yeah. His little minions.
He's a nice guy.
I want to say he was there, and it was just us two. So I'm sitting there going, man, it's the final out. He gets tossed.
Josh Moylan gets tossed.
Josh
Cliff
Moylan
Godwin
gets tossed. Cliff Godwin gets tossed.
Yeah, that was that game. Okay.
And I'm sitting there going, man, not only did we lose, but he is mad as fire because he just got tossed from this game. Never saw him. So I was fine. I kind of was like, you know what? That's fine.
Is Jack in the room? In the other room?
Yes.
Can you see? You don't need to get it. Jamie said, "Is Jack stealing furniture in the background? Does he know he's on camera?" So behind Patrick Mason, Jack Powers is stealing all of our furniture, but we got him on We got him red-handed. So we might need to use this tape in court. And by the way,
just make sure to blur my face.
Jack, they got you on camera red-handed, man. What are you doing with our furniture, dude?
I hope I don't get fired.
Jack Powers fired for stealing a couch of Pirate Radio. Patrick, Tyler said P-Make's looking good this Wednesday. I will co-sign on that.
Hey, appreciate it. Thanks.
Looking sharp.
It's amazing what buttons. It's amazing what buttons can do to a shirt. If you just put more buttons on a shirt, it looks classy.
As a fat person, I always wore an undershirt.
Yeah.
I lost a little bit of weight. Obviously, could tend to lose another 100. But
100.
I'm on that undershirt life, and I feel really good about it. I do notice you are wearing an undershirt.
Yeah, I think with these.
I guess with that kind of shirt.
Yeah, and my armpits, I'm going to be honest, they sweat.
Oh, you're
often,
sweaty, man.
So I'm the undershirt helps with that. But yeah, if it's like the summer, I love wearing like a button up without an undershirt. A short sleeve button up is good. Whoa, we just came off the slopes.
We got what's this, Sean White joining us on the show.
I guess that doesn't play on radio, but woo.
Just got off the slopes. What's up, intern Zach?
What's up, man? How we doing today?
We are doing good. You got anything going right now? Any bets?
Money? Oh, I do actually. Let me pull that up.
All right.
3-leg, something easy.
Chon moving himself back into the studio. Welcome back, Chon.
It also looks like a painter's shirt.
Painter's shirt?
Like it looks like maybe something Bob Ross would wear.
I'm a terrible drawer, so just about anything I wear could be a painter's shirt.
P Mace here, intern Zach here. Tyler says, "Don't talk nice now, Clip. Tell us how you feel about the Greenville media." I feel like I've always been honest.
Yeah,
it's not going to change anything.
As long as I've known you.
Yeah, and really, I do it like everything I do. I try to
a little tongue in cheek,
be funny. Yeah, like
it's never serious
because what we do is not serious. And
is there anybody else that doesn't do anything serious?
ECU basketball is the most unserious program in the world. But like sports,
Coach, this thing is getting serious, man.
Thank you, Mark. Sports is not serious.
No, it's not the nuclear launch codes we're trying to figure out. Like it's, you win and lose. Yeah, but you're upset in the moment. You're, frustrated. You got a lot invested in it. But at the end of the day, you're playing a game, and a game we all enjoy. But yeah, you just got to find some perspective.
I like it because it does make us feel something. It makes me feel something when Washington loses. When they win, I'm elated. When they lose, it really bums me out. And it's good to feel that, but it's not serious.
And speaking of feeling, I'm objective when I cover these games. I try to be, but watching that women's game yesterday, that was a lot of fun. Just watching them come back and find a way, and then watching them put that their nameplate, the ECU nameplate, moving into the championship game. That was a cool moment. That's what sports are all about.
Zach, have you heard about the big firing today?
I actually caught it for the second I was watching before I got here. I heard.
Yeah, Tyler was wondering your thoughts on me being fired.
I need to know more details before I can make any assumptions here, but it's tough to hear.
All right, we'll reset it at 5:00, and
that's a good political answer, by the way. I got to figure out the details first.
Not enough people do that.
Yeah, I'm saying that's a smart move.
Somebody reads a headline and freaks out.
Yep,
and says this is what's wrong with America without even really knowing what's going on.
Yeah,
Zach, the intellectual he is, wants to hear the full story. Maybe we should get somebody from ECU on so you hear both sides.
I would love to hear both sides.
I'm a both sides guy. I felt like I told both sides when I explained it earlier. Would you say?
Yes, and you even said it was pretty fair because you knew what you were doing.
Yeah. So, Steve Hill followed the game last night via Patrick's tweets. Thank you, sir.
Hey,
That's
thanks
good to know,
thanks
right?
Steve Hill for following.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Well, good stuff. All right, couple of scores here before we take a break. USC and Washington are tied.
Can we not watch that game?
No, because and I'm going to be really sad tonight leaving sports trivia because I don't know why, but one of my favorite things, and I guess I won't even be able to watch it this year, was going home after trivia on a Wednesday night this time of year and watching Pac-12 basketball. There's a game that tips off after I get home. This is the last Pac-12 tournament ever. I watched the last Pac-12 regular season basketball game ever the other night. It's kind of sad.
Wow.
But they're on their stupid Pac-12 network, which we can't watch.
Yeah, that's no good.
So that is one reason they do need to defund the Pac-12.
I think they should bump up a ton of California, Hawaii schools and make a new conference just for D1 basketball to have all the late night games covered.
What are we going to do with football? Like, is the Big Ten going to schedule USC and UCLA games in those 10:30 windows like we used to get?
They will have to.
We got to.
That's a great money scheme.
Because we got, like, I guess Mountain West still, but taking the Pac-12 away, when I get home after the fifth quarter, I watched a ton of Pac-12 football. That's why Arizona was my favorite team this past season, because I watched a ton of their games. They were always underdogs and always winning.
Yeah.
But we need that on TV for our West Coast audience and for our late night workers, if I still have that job by September.
That was that was probably their best conference, collectively, top to bottom, in a long time, too.
Yeah. The year they go out.
Right. It was fun.
It stinks.
Knowing the Big Ten network, they'll make the 10:30 West Coast slot on Peacock only.
Well,
they'll still paywall it.
That'll stink, and I'll watch it. But, yeah, it'd be better if they I don't know. They'll put some on Fox Sports 1 or something. They got to have... Do they have their football schedules out yet?
Probably. I think we were one of the last ones to put it out.
Yeah. Let's
see Iowa's path to the championship.
The Big Ten after dark.
Let's look at Iowa football.
I need them to do good one year. I love how crappy offensively they play and how great their defense is.
Yeah.
Who's their coordinator?
I forget who they hired.
Their offensive coordinator was fired mid-season, and then they hired a new one.
Which brings up the question, who is their offensive coordinator?
I don't know, but it was funny this year they had a point quota that he had to reach per game.
Oh, we talked about that at length because it was hilarious.
He was nowhere close to it.
Oh, okay. We don't have kickoff times, which makes sense.
Well,
that
yeah.
was stupid for me to look at. I didn't know if they had any designated times. Like Saturday, November 9th, Iowa at UCLA. Put that baby on at
that's a
10:30 at night.
That's going to be a fun one to watch, too.
Strong disagree.
I'm excited for that, baby.
Any Iowa game and fun to watch does not count.
Oh, Iowa is fun to me. I'm a true sicko. Iowa is peak football.
Jamie says, I think they'll have to keep the West Coast times because of viewership. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it is.
Yeah, you can't play that game at 9 a.m.
You're right. Yeah. All right, let's get a break in. So Wake Forest will advance. They had to win this one. They are fighting for their tournament lives, and
they will play Pitt now.
Yeah, monster game. 2 games. If you look at Joe Lenardi's bracketology, 2 teams on the wrong side of the bubble, but right there on the edge. So that'll be a monster game coming up on Thursday. Other scores as we take a timeout. TCU handling Oklahoma in the second half. Temple is beating UTSA in the first round of the AAC tournament. USC up 6. Boogie Ellis 3-pointer. 2:55 left to go. That is good. That is really good. All right, we'll take a timeout, come back. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Now that I've been fired, I really need these bets to hit. Panic time.
Panic time?
The gif of that guy sweating and blow. That's me right now. You know the one I'm talking about? Yep. We'll take a break, come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Put me in the hospital for nerves and then they had to commit me. You told them all I was crazy.
Southern Ease has arrived, Pirate Nation. Whether you savor the bourbon flavor or indulge in other delightful options, Southern Ease gummies are here to elevate your moments. And here's the best part. You can enjoy them with an exclusive discount. Head over to southernease.com now and use the code PIRATE at checkout for a fantastic 25% off your first order. At Southern Ease, you can be living life to your fullest, one sweet moment at a time. southernease.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Every March, Jersey Mike's turns money from subs into charitable donations.
And March 27th is Jersey Mike's annual day of giving, where 100% of sales from every sub are given back to the community.
And to kick off all that giving, Peter gave me an apron. I'm honored.
Looking good, Danny. We've got subs to make, though.
Yeah, now I know why you gave me the apron.
Join us Wednesday, March 27th for Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
Fitness, fellowship, and faith is F3 and is changing lives of men right here in your community. Just listen.
Lee Howell, 58, Charlie Brown. F3 has been a life changer for me. I've met a lot of people that otherwise I wouldn't have met. I've lost weight. I got more friends than I ever had. I've been able to participate with people when they've gotten married, when they've had death in their family, when they've had sickness. It's just all around been really good for me.
F3ENC.com. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started if you want to be great.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
So try our newest cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust pizza. Made with a blend of ricotta and mozzarella, hand stuffed into that Papa John's fresh, never frozen, original dough. Get it for a limited time only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Jimmy John's has great taste wrapped up. All your favorite Jimmy John's sandwiches are now available as a wrap. Enjoy all natural meats, cheeses, and hand-sliced veggies, bundled into a convenient grab-and-go wrap that's made when you order it. Top it off with sensational sides, including new home-style potato salad and bow tie pasta salad. Grab your taste buds around Jimmy John's new wraps. And don't forget their loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com.
Join us for the inaugural First Step 5K and 1 Mile Fun Run on Saturday, April 20th, hosted by Haven at Blue Creek. The First Step 5K is organized to support Haven at Blue Creek, a women's rehabilitation center committed to providing a safe and nurturing environment for women overcoming addiction. There will be post-race refreshments, entertainment including bouncy houses for children, and a joyful family-friendly atmosphere. Go to runsignup.com to get registered today, and we'll see you on April 20th.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. You can stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Alrighty, hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. I knocked out all the announcements. Cuccinella's March Madness contest kicking off tomorrow. We're gonna seed the entire tournament. We'll do the East tomorrow. Seed it 1 through 16 with your names. We'll ask for your calls and get some people on our Facebook and YouTube as well, and have our East. And if you are in, you get a combo 1 from Cuccinella's. That's a slice of pizza pie and a drink. If your team makes it to the Final Four, a $50 gift card to Cuccinella's. If your team wins it all, $100 gift card to Cuccinella's. So it'll be fun because A, you'll win something. B, you'll get great pizza. C, a chance to win more. But D, what I like, a stake, a team to get behind. You'll have a rooting interest in this year's tournament, because unless ECU goes on a tremendous run, the Pirates will not be in the NCAA tournament this season. So we got that coming up, and I think that's it for now. USC up 5, 72-67 on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. Bonnie's about to tip it off.
Ooh.
We'll have to head over to USA Network to see the Bonnies and LaSalle as they play in the A10 tournament. P. Mace, what are you Big Ten going on yet?
I don't think there's. Oh, actually, I think their first games are today. I think so.
You following anything right now? You're following gambling. You're
yeah.
I took advantage of the bonuses, and we got Michigan Penn State coming up on Peacock later today.
Oh yeah,
I'm on the Bonnies.
All right, let's go Bonnie ball.
You know what I'm fired up about? Like you just said, we got to go to USA. Like instead of an old Mission Impossible 2 being on in the middle of the day, you got basketball. Like it's kind of fun that these channels actually are worthwhile.
And next week,
True TV.
You will get to know your True TV because the first 4 will be on and some tournament games as well. So I hope they still have. I don't know why they wouldn't, that app where they have. You can just do it with one click. Go to each channel. The March Madness app.
That is good.
Isn't TBS a part of this too?
Yep. Yes, they are. Turner Sports.
Of course they are.
What about TNT?
TNT.
I gotta find it. It's an old tweet. It's at least 5 years, maybe even longer ago. But
I've scrubbed my entire tweets.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. But I remember tweeting at True TV. I tweeted at True TV and saying so your annual reminder that True TV is now relevant again or something like that. And they actually responded to me on Twitter and were like, no one likes you or something. And it was
good for them.
Yeah, and I thought it was the most hilarious thing in the world. I was like, yes, this is awesome. Getting some engagement from a TV channel.
True
network.
TV, don't take crap from nobody.
That's right. They don't mess around. I don't really get into that too much. I've seen a couple.
Dude, I like
I love Practical Jokers. It's great.
I'm a fan of it. I like those guys.
I just don't watch that much TV.
I do. You saying you got a life and I don't?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
What do you do in your spare time?
Sleep. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly just like being outside, especially when it's nice out.
He's outdoors.
Like I literally the other day I sat on my in my backyard and read a book. Like just enjoyed the weather.
That's the vibe.
That is cool, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's so down to earth.
So Zach, just to reset the show, big news of the day.
Okay, yeah, lay it on me.
I'm fired
from the PA job.
Yes.
Okay.
I will no longer be doing PA at East Carolina University.
East Carolina.
And the details behind that? That you can say.
I received a phone call. I did not answer it because it was 8:19 in the morning and I was sleeping.
Fair.
This was like, hey, we got to do this ass crack of dawn. We got to get rid of this guy.
Yeah.
We can't wait till lunch.
Can't let him fester any longer.
We got to get this guy while the crow is not the crow.
The crow is crowing.
The rooster is crowing.
Sure.
The crow can rooster, I think.
Is crowing a verb?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can crow.
It works.
Well, I used to wait the morning before the rooster crows. Okay. Ballad of Curtis Lowe, Leonard Skinner.
It's just more reason to sleep in, honestly.
So I get the text. Hey, this guy had to do it too. He's a nice guy.
They had to make it somebody you liked.
I'll read the text.
Okay.
8:21 a.m. 2 minutes after the phone call. Hey, Clip. Not sure if you will have any free time to talk today, so I'll just send it here. I hate to have to tell you this, but our administration wasn't happy with your tweet about being unserious about basketball, and they want to move on from having you do PA at games going forward. I'm really sorry and hope you understand. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to call me at any time as well.
Wow.
And then you responded.
I responded with a picture of Tom Brenneman.
It's appropriate for you.
He said, I know, I'm sorry. It wasn't up to me, and I hate having to do it. And I said, glad to see they are serious about something. So,
Zing.
I tweeted about ECU basketball being unserious.
I saw that, yeah.
When the play-by-play announcer didn't show up to a game. Much like Zach, the Minges maniac, he didn't show up.
I was unserious that day.
And the play-by-play announcer did not show up.
Zach was on the slopes, however.
I was close.
He was shredding, what do you call
that?
It?
Pow-pow.
Shred the pow.
Look at you, cool guy.
Look at him go.
I think there have just been examples of being unserious with ECU basketball with a lot of things.
That's reasonable to say.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they were ready to get rid of you because I feel like that was a paragraph that he sent you, and it was 2 minutes after he called you. So I feel like they said, hey, call this guy, and if he does, he's probably not going to answer because it's early in the morning. Go ahead and type up a paragraph. That way you can send it right after you call him if he doesn't call or doesn't answer the call.
Yeah. They were ready to go to get rid of me.
A basketball tweet.
I get it. I mean, you can't bite the hand that feeds you.
I guess.
So I'm not upset in that regard. Like, yeah. I'd rather be doing it, but I'm not going to say, oh my God, I was so wrong. I wasn't wrong. Like, I was correct with what I said. Man, you know what? Maybe I exaggerated. Maybe they're not the most unserious basketball program in the world.
Yeah.
But as far as basketball programs that I associate with, well, then there's the Hornets. Are they more unserious than ECU? Maybe I exaggerated.
You could do the Bulls.
But I do think they are unserious. And so I do stand by that.
I mean, we're 14 and 17. You can't say we're...
That is not even... I'm not even talking about on the court stuff.
True.
Mostly.
True. I mean, boom, boom, let me hear you say AO, plus no radio announcer. I mean...
The radio announcer thing just really... It really got to me. It was laughable, but also, I just think about Jeff Charles.
Yeah.
And, if Jeff was with us, he would have been on this show today, and we'd be talking about ECU. He'd be in Fort Worth getting ready for the tournament, and was just, the most professional guy I ever met in my life. And, to just see a table with Michael Perry sitting there by himself because the announcer didn't show up, I don't know.
What are we doing here, bro?
It really, it made me angry. So, anyway, be that as it may, that is the story.
Gotcha.
So, what are your thoughts?
I mean, you're right with everything you said. You probably, your tweet was warranted in some way, I guess.
I don't know about warranted. It was it wasn't inaccurate. It was.
Yeah, you had every right. There was a reason to say it because of the situation occurring.
But if they're paying me, why would they pay somebody that's talking, running down their program?
It's they have their reasons behind it.
Sure.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm not begging and apologizing or anything. I'm going to accept it.
Yeah.
Because I get it.
Yeah.
So.
Bummed, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm bummed.
I'll miss your voice at the games.
I would rather be there than not be there. But it is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
So there you go. Appreciate the chat gang having my back. Jerry said, clip fired, front page of tomorrow's Daily Reflector. Patrick, if you'd like my quote, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll call you for comment.
Official statement.
Yep.
Just don't call me at 8:19 in the morning.
No, I'll get up with your representatives.
Chandler, will you give a statement for me?
I sure will.
All right, Bonnie ball. Bonnie's and LaSalle playing. LaSalle up 5-4 early.
I was not aware that Fran Duffy
is
the head coach for LaSalle.
Fran
Dunphy.
Yeah.
What do we think about Chan being your official spokesman? Are you comfortable with just saying, you know what, you got a question? Just direct it over here.
Did you hear him last night with his one-on-one with Cliff Godwin?
I did. Yeah. He did
amazing.
I heard some Industrial Revolution
we were being
holdovers
chased by the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy.
Yeah.
Shirley, can we hear that again? It was such a great interview.
It's a dogfight when you come here, but there was never a doubt tonight, was there? there was a big doubt for me because we didn't play clean baseball. And I told our guys,
it gets louder and louder.
Yeah, I'm glad we won. We didn't play good baseball. You got to play better on the road, especially a rivalry game. We struck out 15 times offensively, which was a pitcher zone.
Crank it up! Let's go! Give it some gas!
Somebody scream! Next guy, it's a double, and we're throwing the ball to second base. There's no.
For context, real quick. So Chandler always puts a mic right on Cliff's
on the
collar.
Yeah.
So
Lapel, yeah.
so just lapel. Thank you.
Yeah.
So just imagine just how close and loud those things
It
are.
was very
like
close.
he is also speaking. Very, very close.
The lapels do a great job of blocking out that noise.
Right.
But if it's right there on top of you, it's not going to block it out.
Chandler, I did not know it was that loud. I did not hear the clip.
Remember we listened to it on the way home? Just
It didn't sound that loud either, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. But it's loud there.
Yeah,
and it just progressively gets louder and louder.
It was a leaf blower or a leaf
It's like
sucker.
the guy's like
I don't know
approaching
what
me. Like he's like this.
He's like, you got trash behind your feet, man.
Hey, a win's a win.
Zach.
Yes.
Credit to you, man. I'm team shorts, but how are you feeling late last night wearing shorts?
Okay, when we got there, it felt amazing. It was still warm. The sun was going down. I loved it. About 7th inning, I was like, I'm cold. And then 10th inning, I'm like, I'm freezing. So in hindsight, should have worn pants or something.
I don't run into that problem too often.
You're not a shorts guy.
No.
When
You're
are you
always
gonna-
wearing slacks.
When do you think you'll show off the legs for the first time this year?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to break them out at some point. I need like a consistently warm day though, because this happens in baseball all the time. It starts out warm, like you were saying, and then all of a sudden you're out there and you're freezing.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It was 77 when we left here. It was not 77 in the 10th inning.
No.
Long one last night. Good to get that first midweek win coming off of the first road win/wins.
Yeah.
Patrick on the road at Liberty. So Pirates playing well right now. But again, I mean, you look at the results from last night around the country. Like
it's what happens in the midweek, especially early in the year. I mean, you're just like bullpens aren't even figured out yet, and like a lot of times in the midweek, you're just depending on how your Sunday went. Like you're just kind of who can go some innings. That's how you kind of have to play those pitchers, especially early. But hey, Lunsford Shankman, he's got it going right now.
His K to
it's insane
9 ratio is awesome right now. And talk to him. He's just got such a cool confidence about him, and also his demeanor. And the way I like how these athletes can flip the switch, Patrick, where they're like, Wyatt's one of the most low key guys you could talk to.
And even when he does get fired up, he gets fired up for like 2 seconds, and then he just kind of walks off the mound.
He has that outburst of energy.
Yeah, he's got to let it out.
And emotion, and then it's all done. So Pirates will be home this weekend, taking on Columbia.
Yeah.
If you had to go to an Ivy League school, where would you go?
Like Yale or something.
All right.
I go to Princeton so I could see Coach Nichols.
I know.
And run the triangle offense.
Yeah. Old J Nick.
You remember losing to Columbia in the Coral Gables regional?
Good
throwback.
Good throwback there. That was Cliff's first year.
It was.
And the Pirates went 2 in barbecue, as they say. 0-2.
2 and done.
Down to the Coral Gables regional. Patrick, we'll talk about this as the season moves along. Where do you remember we had our where do you want to go for regional this year discussion? Last year?
Yeah, I do remember that.
How remind me, how was Charlottesville as a destination? Were you?
It was okay. It was just like super commercialized. Like there was just hotels and motels and fast food places. Like I don't know. It was okay. I mean, I didn't really get to explore too much. I feel like the game times were just kind of prevented that. But I'd be fine not going there again.
Yeah, you
I've seen it, done it. I'm good.
We'll take Greenville or a new destination.
Yes.
There's 6 seconds left. I got 3.5. USC's up 5, and I can only watch on like a game tracker situation. And defensive rebound, that should do it, and that should be a big winner.
Sports trivia.
Final? Is it final? We need a final.
He's like, nope.
Sports trivia tonight at AJ McMurphy's. I want you to go, but there's no sense of going because I'm getting word that Clip Brock is no longer the host.
Oh my God!
Sports trivia. Tyler says AJ has a note on the door telling Clip that he's been replaced moving forward. Eric says the note says, "We regret to inform you that Clip Brock will not be retained as director of sports trivia?
Well, that sucks, but if I keep winning all these bets, I might quit Pirate Radio.
Oh, don't say that, please.
I hadn't tweeted anything bad about AJ's.
In fact, you love AJ's.
I do. They're pretty serious as far as a restaurant bar goes.
They are.
We're going to have fun tonight.
Can't wait.
Women's championship.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Rice has whooped them twice.
I didn't want to see Rice.
No. And
did you go to either of those games? Well,
yeah.
Obviously not the one at Rice. Did you go to the one here?
I think that was the one they lost by like 28 or something.
And they just bombarded threes on us, right?
Drained threes. And then the problem is, I think ECU's gonna have to find a way to handle is Rice is actually pretty good inside. Like they got some like bodies that can match up with some ECU's bigs. And Amaya Joyner has been one of the best players in the entire tournament. She's just been dominating inside. So she's gonna have to find a way to do that again. But yeah, Rice is the team. Even though they're the 10 seed, I mean, this is the team you probably want to see at least. So
that I said that day one of this tournament.
Yep.
Looking at the other side, I was like, I don't want them. And I wouldn't have mind Temple. Wouldn't have mind. I saw UTSA last night. We beat them by 28 earlier this year, which I didn't love going in. It felt kind of weird.
That was a weird game too. ECU hit a ton of threes that game, and that wasn't happening today. So yesterday they had to find new ways. But.
Well, how about tomorrow, Patrick? ECU and Tulsa. ECU beat Tulsa earlier this year.
I mean, I guess I like ECU's chances, at least in the first game. It's kind of obviously up in the air after that, but I do like them. I'm going to probably pick them to at least win one game. I just think like they have the ability just to tear the doors off of someone once.
Yeah,
I mean,
they did
really
it last year in the first round. I feel like they'll win a tournament game.
Yeah, I think so too.
And don't mind the matchup. All right, we got a winner. Jack Powers, holla at you. Hopefully y'all jumped in on USC. The Trojans winning and had them two ways. So that is big time. Bonnie's and LaSalle tied at 9 first half of the A10 tournament. Colorado State up 5 on San Jose State at halftime. Mountain West tournament. Xavier and Butler, the Big East tournament underway. 37 all in the second half of that one. And Temple, who had a pretty dreadful year, but they are beating UTSA right now 57-54.
The bottom of that American is it's not good. I feel like there's a lot of teams that are just 5-13 or something like that. So yeah, it's kind of like anyone can win some of these games early.
Patrick, hopefully you'll be in studio next Wednesday. We'll have a bracket for you to fill out and put on the door.
Let's do it.
And that'll be our last show of the week because we'll have Thursday, Friday, wall-to-wall NCAA tournament coverage.
That's right.
Right here on Pirate Radio.
So much fun.
From noon to beyond midnight, we'll have the games on next Thursday and Friday. All right, P. Mace, thank you for joining us. Anything you want out there?
No, just, ECU women going on tonight, and I think it'll be pretty fun if they can find a way.
All right. Check out Patrick's work on the page of the Daily Reflector and online, reflector.com. We will take a break, come back when we return. Holton Ahlers will join us on the Pirate Radio Live line. We'll get his audio diary of what's going on in Arlington with the Renegades. Got that and more on the way on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you on a Wednesday after this.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Okay, guys,
I've devised a plan to find better home internet. Kids, you scout the web for the best deals. Honey, you monitor our projected data usage.
Or we could avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular's home internet.
New plan. Ellen, you sign up for U.S. Cellular home internet. Madison, you bring me snacks while I stream the game.
Bundle and save on U.S. Cellular's new and improved home internet. Just $29.99 when bundled with a wireless plan. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. Pitt County Schools is in the opportunity business. We open doors for every student by finding pathways to provide the best possible chance of success for each to reach their career aspirations of choice. As we head through the spring months, we will continue to guide our students for the different journeys of life preparedness before celebrating their accomplishments. We are committed to enhancing academic achievement and developing personal growth through work-based learning of our many career and technical education programs, college readiness, and saluting those who will be serving our country in the armed forces. Engaging, empowering, and elevating students to be successful citizens, workers, and leaders in a global economy remains our mission. Please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org to learn how we grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and 1 community. Education is truly the key that unlocks doors of opportunity.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly. There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelch and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
This is Dale Murphy, two-time National League MVP and number 3 with the Atlanta Braves. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Russell's in downtown Washington is the place to shop for all of your clothing needs, whether it's a great collection of men's suits and sport coats, the beautiful dresses and casual attire for women, or the new collection of Barber outerwear for both men and women. Russell's has you covered. Russell's Clothing has served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for over 40 years. Russell's Clothing on Main Street in downtown Washington. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. They are open 7 days a week with live music every night with the best lineup of bands on the weekends. Ladies, you get in free. Sunday Fun Day has free pizza all day long with cornhole tournaments starting at 3 o'clock. You can check them out on Facebook and Instagram for the latest. And we will see you at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Speaking of the Buck, the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard shows St. Bonaventure up 14-11. First half of the A-10 championship taking on the Explorers of LaSalle. I love this time of year. There are tons of games going on currently and a great night slate coming up tonight, including Cooley Bowl 3, Georgetown and Providence at 6:30. You've got Vanderbilt and Arkansas in the SEC tournament. K-State, Texas is at 7, as is NC State and Syracuse. Michigan, Penn State, 8:30 on Peacock. We've got Cincinnati, Kansas at 9:30. Missouri, Georgia, and BC Clemson also at 9:30, and some games late night, including Arizona State and Utah. Zach, off the top of your head, we do have a championship. I was going to ask, do we have any championships? Big Sky Championship tonight, Montana State and Montana. Any other championships that you know of?
McNeese State playing right now is a final against Nichols.
And McNeese State is a wagon with Will Wade, and right now they are already up 7
they are
in
good.
the first half. So I can't wait to see what they do in the tournament, where they get seated, and they are going to be a trendy upset pick in round 1. They are 29-3, 17-1 in conference play, and are cruising, up 7, but just 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah,
so
and they'll continue that.
All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. Joining us, Holton Ahlers, host of the Holton Ahlers Show, former East Carolina quarterback, now with the Arlington Renegades in the UFL. He joins us today on Pirate Radio Live. Holt, how you doing, man?
Cliff, what's up, man? I'm doing good.
Good to hear. And Holton saw that there have been a round of cuts in the UFL, and as far as I know, you have made it through that round, right? So kind of give us an update on what's going on there with the Renegades and the UFL and you.
Yeah, so the roster went from 75 to 58, and there was 4 quarterbacks. They were going to cut one, so made the cut. They ended up cutting another guy, Drew Plitt, who was with Cincinnati's practice squad a little bit this past year. So been good so far. We had a scrimmage the other day, played really, really well in it. Feel like I can kind of get my groove again, so excited to see what the future holds.
Is there another round of cuts, Holton? What is the roster size they'll be going into the season with?
Yes, we're at 58 now. In a week, we'll go down to 50. From what I've heard, though, we're kind of sticking with 3 quarterbacks and rolling with that. But
okay.
So just got to continue to play good, continue to kind of do my job and see where it ends up. But I feel good where I'm at now, and just going to continue to grind and continue to get better.
Was the scrimmage more like a practice or a game? And you said you felt pretty well. So how'd you do in that?
Yeah, I went 4 for 4 for like 50 yards. Had one good run too. We had like an 8-play drive, and then someone actually got hurt, so I had to call the scrimmage early. So got one drive, but did really well in it. Completed all my passes, did my job, so felt really good about it. Been practicing really well, so just got to stack days and continue to show what I can do, and we'll see kind of how it ends up.
Last time we talked to you, I know you mentioned Garrett McGinn suffering an injury. Also saw, I believe, Warren Saba and C.J. Johnson were on that cut sheet for their respective teams. How about Isaiah, Noah? How are the other former Pirates doing right now?
Yeah, Zay's still here. Noah's still here. Justin Red's with Houston.
Okay.
So we all made it through the cut. So they're doing good, though. They really are. Zay and Noah really have a good chance of starting this year. So I'm excited to kind of be on their team again. It's been fun so far. So continue to stack days with them, too. I mean, Zay just get more comfortable. You got to think, even you're on a practice squad, it's not playing real ball. So we're kind of back to, playing ball again, which is good.
Holton, I mentioned to Morgan on Friday about your $1 million idea to have a Last Chance U Hard Knocks style documentary there with the UFL. I really do think that's an awesome idea. Have you ran that up the chain yet? I don't want somebody to take it from you and make all that money instead of you making it. So you need to get serious about that, I think.
Yeah, I do. Whenever I get to meet The Rock, I need to let him know of it. Because, I think it's a genius idea. Like I said, everyone in this league has a story. And, we from anywhere from first-round picks to guys playing D2 ball, trying to get their one shot at playing at the next level. So it's pretty sick. Even just like I said, even if you follow the podcast at all, which I know you do, Clip. I talk about it every week about a new guy I met and, what their story is. So It's been fun to do that. And it's being around other teams, too. We're all in Dallas training right now, so it's not like we're the only team in Dallas. We pretty much share the same facility and same practice field as Birmingham, which has been cool to see Skip and all that. So it's been good.
And I'm all in on March Madness now, or as a lot of folks are, but you give me, post Super Bowl, pre UFL, give me some football watching to do on Netflix or something between, the Super Bowl and now and the start of your season. I'm all in. So, yeah, I think it'd be a fantastic idea. Holton, I know you're a Knicks fan following the NBA. How about college hoops? You've been following these conference tournaments so far?
I have, yeah. I'm a big NBA guy. I follow the Knicks. I took them to sports betting. Caden took them for me, but we took Knicks last night -6, and they won by 26. So feeling good about that. Got a good feel on the NBA. I know Caden posted on the page today. I think all the guys are big on Norfolk State minus 13.5 versus Coppin State today. I think 6, my time at least. It might be 6 your time. I'm not really positive, but Coppin State has 2 wins on the year, and Norfolk State's 21-10. So we like that one a lot.
All right, keep that in mind. You need to fly in here to North Carolina or give somebody your information so you can take advantage of all these bonuses, especially with DraftKings and do some gambling here. What are the rules, Holton? As a UFL player, can you gamble on other sports, or I guess you got to save that for your buddies?
No, I think so. I mean, I know even in the NFL, a lot of people don't think in the NFL you can bet on anything but NFL balls.
Okay.
I'd imagine it's the same thing here. I know it's not. I mean, I know we didn't really sign anything, and if we did, it probably just says we can't bet on our own games, which is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the rules other than your own games and your own league is open.
Holton talked to Matt Maddox, new offensive line coach at East Carolina yesterday on Pirate Radio Live, and he is fired up, ready to go, and getting ready to get underway with spring football. And while you got your own deal going on there, I know you still kind of follow what's going on with the Pirates. So just your take on this new staff offensively, and it's going to be a very important spring for that offensive side of the ball.
Well, it's huge. I mean, it's huge for the program in general, not just the offense, because I mean, you still got to play as good defense last year like you did, and then if you combine the offense, you got a really good team. But you don't want the defense getting complacent at all, and then you want the offense having fire under them. But it's a huge offseason for them. I mean, I think you got pretty much all new coaches on the offensive side of the ball, and sometimes that first year is tough for offenses. But just be truthful, they might only have 1 year to get this thing turned around. So it's a huge spring for them. The quicker you can learn the system, the better, especially with these new players. So you got new players, new quarterbacks, and a new OC, new O-line coach. Like, everything's new. It's a clean sweep. So excited to see it, but also, I mean, they got to get it going.
Holton, new quarterbacks here at East Carolina, new quarterbacks, quarterback carousel going on in the NFL right now. I want to talk about some of these moves briefly with you and just get your take. Will it make an impact? Do you like the move? Do you like the fit? We'll start with Russell Wilson, still in the league, still a starter, and will now be in the black and gold in Pittsburgh. What do you think about that move?
Yeah, I think it's a good fit for him. I mean, I kind of said last week when we talked that I thought that was where he was going to end up. It was just kind of a no-brainer. He goes on a vet minimum deal for 1 year. So Steelers, I think, got a steal with it because they've been lacking quarterback play in a way, or at least healthy quarterback play. So, I mean, I think it's a good move for him in his career. He needed kind of a new start, and I think that's a good spot for him.
Kirk Cousins has always been a producer, Holton, whether it be in Washington or Minnesota. His knock, can't win the big game, can't win the primetime game, can't win in the playoffs, but should be able to keep putting up numbers in Atlanta, one would think. How about Cousins to the ATL?
I'll tell you, I like it. I mean, they got a ton of weapons, a great offensive line. The one thing they were like, they had a good defense. They're in a bad division. I mean, I think he's in a really good spot. The only thing that kind of scares me about that is if you compare Cousins going to Atlanta to Russ going to the Broncos, it's kind of the same setup. They have these young receivers, these young tight ends, and a good up and coming offense. And obviously, it didn't work out for Russ for the Broncos in Denver. But it also wasn't all Russ. But yeah, it's kind of eerily similar to that if you combine the two. But I think Kirk Cousins goes in there and wins quite a few games, makes a good playoff push. I mean, he's won and produced at every level he's been at.
Yeah, Baker back in Tampa. The fit I like, I think even more so off the field than maybe even on the field, Holton, is Gardner Minshew to the Raiders. The Raiders fans will love him. I hope he's able to start from day one. But how about Minshew to Vegas?
Yeah, I think, like you said, it's a perfect fit. I mean, he's one that's produced too. He's played for some bad teams, but he's produced every time he's out there. So, I mean, where are the Raiders at, in standings at the end of the year? I mean, hopefully he can go make them competitive. And, I mean, you never know, but, if they're kind of in between they're waiting for the right guy. Maybe they draft a guy this year in Jade Daniels. I've heard a lot of reports about, but he's a perfect guy to come in and be the starter, help a young guy, kind of like he was with Anthony Richardson this year. So he's a perfect guy for that, system, for that town really too, and, for that fan base.
Holton Ahlers joining us. Holton Ahlers Show dropping with a new ep on Thursday. Holton, what do you guys got planned for this week?
Yeah, it's got the boys this week. We were trying to get Blake Kroll, but his schedule's crazy right now. We got Kurt Benkert coming on next week, which would be a good one. But just the boys this week. We were going to talk some bets, March Madness. We're going to talk a little bit of the NFL draft and kind of the carousel like we just talked about. So I'm excited about it.
Good deal. And, we had Ben Kurt on Pirate Radio. It's been a few years now, but very interesting guy, not only with football but gaming. So a lot to talk about with him. That'll be fun next week, and looking forward to hearing from the boys tomorrow. Holton, keep up the good work, and appreciate you joining us. We'll check in with you again soon.
Appreciate you, Clip. See you, man.
All right, there is Holten Ahlers, QB1, joining us on Pirate Radio Live. All right, TCU up 77-70 with 22 seconds left in the second round of the Big 12 tournament. Jamie Dixon instructing his squad here late in the game. Bonnies went on a little run, and they are now up 27-20 on LaSalle.
Nice.
First half, 5:05 left to go in that first half. Well, keep an eye on all the scores here on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
Jack Powers has something going right now. Got something cooking. And, wow, Oklahoma's not going to foul, huh? Interesting. They just concede. All right. Interesting strategy. We will take a timeout, come back, have our Fleet Feet rundown when we return. Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Back with you after this. Pirate Radio March Madness is back. Listen to Pirate Radio Live from 3 to 6 this week for your chance to be one of the 64 lucky winners of a free lunch combo courtesy of Cucinella's in Greenville. If your team makes a tournament run to the Final Four, you can win another $50 or $100 gift card from Cucinella's. Listen to win thanks to Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sub Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at QualityEquip.com.
Every March, Jersey Mike's turns money from subs into charitable donations.
And March 27th is Jersey Mike's annual day of giving, where 100% of sales from every sub are given back to the community.
And to kick off all that giving, Peter gave me an apron. I'm honored.
Looking good, Danny. We've got subs to make, though.
Yeah, now I know why you gave me the apron. Join us Wednesday, March 27th for Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas, our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Russell's is a full
full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. Russell and Rhonda visit the country's largest clothing markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sport coats and accessories, to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. If you have a special occasion or just want to freshen up your wardrobe, give Russell's a try. It's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at Fifth Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, Fifth Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit FifthStreetHardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
We not no punks.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Celebrate Jersey Mike's 14th annual Month of Giving. Make a donation all month long at your local Jersey Mike's, and make sure to stop by on Wednesday, March 27th, for their annual Day of Giving, when 100% of sales will be donated to the Maynard's Children's Hospital in Greenville. To learn more, you can go online at jerseymikes.com/MOG. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All righty, back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Coming up Thursday, talk to Jeff Nadeau. Talk some bets. Planning to talk to some East Carolina ballers, including Ryan McChrystal on Thursday as well, Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, and more on the way. Coming up on Thursday's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Plus, we'll have ECU basketball, 12:30. And Sean, if you're here, we'll fire that up on the TV and maybe get a stream going.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good to me.
Clampdown Nation, we need you tonight as ECU women try to win their second straight championship.
And come watch it at AJ McMurphy's at 7 o'clock, and then an hour after that, join in on some sports trivia hosted by your very own Clip Rock.
Zach, you going to be wearing overalls tonight, or you going regular?
I'm going regular. No overalls tonight. It's worked so far. No overalls this whole tournament, man.
Stick with what you're doing. Don't do anything different. Everybody don't do anything crazy. Kind of stick with the same routine, and let's hope that the Pirates can win it. I mean, just incredible, man, to do this with the injuries and the seed and beating the 1 seed and all that. Just another great run for Kim McNeil's team, who have flipped that switch. Oh, Jamie said, what happened to Wager McGee? I texted with him earlier this week and said we need to get him on the show. So we'll talk to him soon. Maybe try to get him on Friday or next week to talk brackets. Looking forward to talking brackets next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday here on Pirate Radio.
And the legalization of betting here in North Carolina.
Yeah. Wager had his ways. I told Wager we really should have done this. The problem is you need money to make money. But Wager and I, we wanted to open up like a local sports book here in Greenville where you could come place your bets.
And watch games?
Yeah. We want to open up a sports book. If anybody would like to fund that, let me know.
Like, if one of these, and not the golden ticket, obviously.
I got the golden ticket.
The golden ticket is going to be a business because they're going to be hosting a lot of people with their movies. But if, say, there's another movie theater in town that so happens to close down, that would be cool.
So you got, like, how many theaters are in a theater? Maybe 7, 6, 7, 8?
Between 7 and 11.
Okay, so let's put it at 9. You got 9 games on, and you can go in the theater that you.
And like where the concession stand is, that's where you go place your bet.
Okay, I like that idea.
And there's usually like multiple concession stands, so one can be just for placing your bet, the other one can be for actual concessions.
I need to get like a side gig, like maybe doing PA or something,
Yeah,
so I can make enough money to try to do this. That would be cool. Chad said Calvin Ridley is a Tennessee Titan.
Wow.
Yep. 4-year, $93 million.
Deal. Where receivers go to die. I would be excited, though.
So is Mason Rudolph, apparently. He is also signing with the Titans.
That was also important.
Congratulations, Chad. Another great Titans quarterback on your roster, Mason Rudolph. Chandler over here trying to kill off a movie theater. Talk about sponsor loyalty. That's the kind of guy Chan is.
I literally said Golden Ticket's not going anywhere.
I know, but all these other ones are, because Golden Ticket's taking over.
Yeah, they're
baby.
taking them out of business.
Golden Ticket Cinemas is taking over, and no need for another movie theater in town. Get rid of it, make it a sports book. That's what Chandler Honeycutt says, and I tend to agree with him. Fleet Feet Rundown brought to you by Fleet Feet. What a day to run. What a day to walk. What a day to jog. It is a picture-perfect day in Eastern North Carolina. And where are you going to get those running shoes from? Fleet Feet is where you're going to get those from. They have all the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures your arch height, width, and more. Go see them, 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you and always have great events as well, Chandler.
Absolutely. And there's people running, and they go, man, these shoes, they're just not for me. Like, they could be for somebody else, but for me, they're just not for me. You go to Fleet Feet, they'll put you in the right shoe for you with a 3D foot scanner.
I think you
one-on-one service.
I think you explained that perfectly, Chandler. I don't know if I could have explained it any better than you just did.
Thanks.
So I'm not even going to try. What's on our rundown? College hoops and women's hoops championship. National Day update. It is National Get Fired on Your Day Off Day. Let's see. National Day today. What do we got? It is National Dermatologist Day. Get your skin checked, folks. You only get one. I was going to say pair of skin. What? You only get one. What word am I looking for? What would you call a skin?
An organ.
No, what would you call?
You only get one exoskin.
No, one what?
Exos. I don't even know.
Okay.
At this point.
Either way,
you get one skin.
One skin.
You get one skin. Take care of your skin. It is National Jewel Day.
Jewel.
I don't own any jewelry.
Alex is a jewelry guy.
Yeah, he's got some chains.
Zach,
I own nothing.
Not a jewelry
Not
guy.
not even a watch.
Yeah, I think
not even a necklace.
I like the idea of watches, and I think they look cool, but they're uncomfortable on me.
And I feel like watches are going out of style.
Well,
small watches.
Now all it is a look at me piece,
yeah. Oh, what's that on your wrist? It's a watch that looks really cool. Do I ever look at see what time it is on my watch? No, I look at my phone.
Maybe if you do some type of manual labor, then again the watch could get destroyed. But and you can't have your phone on you at all times. I'm sure there are purposes for people to wear a watch these days.
I have a watch only for running.
There you go. That's a perfect example.
It's a GPS watch.
All right. It is National Canine Veterans Day. Thank you to all those brave dogs.
Thanks, dogs.
Who have served. It is National Coconut Torte Day.
Not for me. I'm not a coconut guy.
I like a coconut cake. My dad is a huge coconut cake fan.
Really?
Yeah. It is National Good Samaritan Day.
What was the last thing you did to be a good Samaritan?
Patrick Mason came in, told me about a wrap he had just had and how it had jalapenos on it and it was spicy. And I said, you need a water. I'm going to go grab you a water. And I got my man a water.
Wow. All right, that's good.
Wow.
How about yourself?
I paid for.
He paid for my Waffle House last night.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, I bought Shirley a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday.
Yeah, I paid for his Waffle House because he
we heard already. You're going back to you though.
I was saying because he drove there.
So he was a good Samaritan.
Yes,
in a way. Yeah.
Did you pay for gas?
No.
How much was your Waffle House bill?
$29 total.
Yeah.
30 put.
29, $30.
So you paid about $15
for him. All right, I would say that's
pretty fair.
That's a good trade-off. Why didn't you take the Jeep down there, buddy?
I had the intern drive.
All right. You got a driver.
I get better gas mileage.
That is
true.
National Open and Umbrella Indoors Day.
Don't do that.
That's bad luck. Why would that be a day?
That's a troll right there.
It's a national science experiment of sorts. Open an umbrella indoors and pay attention to whether or not you suffer bad luck. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Clip must have opened one this morning before he went to, or last night before he went to bed.
I opened one up at 7:30 a.m.
It
indoors,
worked. It's bad luck.
And then I got the text that changed my life forever. It is National Earmuff Day. It is National Registered Dietitian Nutritionist Day. A lot of days today.
Lots of days.
So with the indoor, like opening up a umbrella indoors, I wonder if they do like how they try to break a world record of like they gather people dressed as, Ninja Turtles. I think I've heard of that about that one. I wonder if they gather people in a convention center and say, all right, on the count of 3, open up your umbrella and let's see if bad luck happens.
Ella. That is what I was looking for, Mike P. Suit of skin. You only get one suit of skin.
One suit of skin.
That is a great way to put it. Thank you, sir. Seeing some stuff about Chucky.
The doll?
John Gruden hired to coach the Milano Seamen. So, Chandler, Jamie wants you to talk. He wants you to do a press conference as John Gruden for his new team, the Milano Seamen. Zach and I will ask questions.
All right.
Coach,
what you got, man?
As part of the Seaman Nation, like, what about you says Seaman?
I think a lot of things, man. When you think about... I can't even say this.
Yeah? The Milano...
When you think about Seaman, man, I think about John Gruden, man.
Okay. Zach, do you have any questions about...
in your eyes, does John Gruden and Seaman go hand in hand?
Oh, it goes hand in hand for sure, man. It goes hand in hand like John Madden and who was Joe Buck, I guess. And it goes hand in hand. You know what goes in hand?
I don't understand your John Madden and Joe Buck.
I don't either, man. Y'all disrupted me. I was trying to check my emails, man.
All right, there you go, Jamie.
Hey, by the way, just like I need to stay down with my emails, you need to stay off of Twitter, bud. You need to stay off of Twitter, man. Twitter will get you in trouble, man.
I guess you're right. Unserious. I never use that word either, but I felt like it was the perfect time to use it. You're just so unserious.
Unacceptable. What you did was unacceptable.
And you know what? ECU didn't accept it. They got rid of my ass. Eric said, Chons Gruden sometimes sounds constipated. I think that's part of the...
that's part of it, man.
Part of it, man. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Get ready to wrap it up here on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Good one going on between Xavier and Butler. Xavier up 3, 2:51 left to go. Bonnie's up 8 at the half on LaSalle. In the A10 tournament, those scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck.
The Buck.
We'll take a break, come back, and wrap it up after this.
We don't have any producers.
Oh, my God.
We don't have any producers.
What do we do? Somebody's getting fired.
What do we do, man?
Somebody's getting fired.
She didn't show up.
She's multitasking.
Sorry.
If there was a problem, Shirley will solve it.
Like my DJ revolves it.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
The Holten Ahlers Show.
The best sports gambler that we knew, Ariel Epstein. First, the obvious question is advice for new sports gamblers.
Start smart. Make sure to listen to people that may be a little smarter than you, and don't place these ginormous bets. Try to start a little small. See where you're good at betting. Some sports you're going to be better at than others, and that's okay.
The Holton Ahlers Show, powered by SouthernEase.com. Thursdays and Fridays at 6, right here on Pirate Radio.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Home runs and high fives always go better with a Bud Light. Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. Whether you're headed to the ballpark, the jungle, or the couch, be sure to pick up and order some Bud Light and enjoy the ball game. Bud Light is always easy to drink and easy to enjoy. And remember, Pirate Nation, stay in the game and please drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
The wait is over. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of NASCAR, is now live in North Carolina. Now you can legally bet on all your favorite sports anytime, anywhere, right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. For a limited time, new customers who sign up with the promo code PIRATE and bet $5 will receive $250 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more, with fast and easy payouts right at your fingertips. Get ready for the NCAA tournament with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now using the code PIRATE and bet $5 to get $250 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code PIRATE. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Deposit and eligibility restrictions apply. Terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC. NASCAR is not a sponsor of this promotion and used under license.
All right, it's that time of year again. Let's take a look at what's going on in the Wings Over Greenville brackets.
In the sauce region, we have the top-seeded Honey Barbecue getting the win over Hot Garlic.
In the Wings region, Tenders defeats Traditional in a nail-biter.
In the sandwich region, the Chicken Bacon Ranch Wrap knocks off the Buffalo Chicken Sandwich.
And who will win the greatest rivalry of them all, Ranch versus Blue Cheese? You decide.
Try them out for yourself. Give them a call today at 758-9464 or place your order online at wingsover.com.
Looking for physical therapy near you? Have you had orthopedic surgery, a work or sports injury, or a medical condition that has limited your day-to-day activities? At ENC Physical Therapy, we strive to provide one-on-one care with a personalized treatment plan with little to no wait times for initial evaluation. ENC Physical Therapy is located in Washington, a convenient 20-minute drive from Greenville. As a patient, you have options and the right to choose where to go. So give ENC Physical Therapy a call today at 252-495-0018. ENC Physical Therapy.
This is Dixon Williams from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report. The Dow was up 37 points and finished at 39,043. The NASDAQ was down 87 at 16,177. The S&P also dropped 9 points at 5,165. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Alrighty, thank y'all for getting me through a very tough day today in my life, one of the toughest I've ever faced. Hopefully the Pirates can pull one out tonight. In women's basketball, Pirates are a slight underdog, and DraftKings Sportsbook is live now in North Carolina if you want to place a wager and get some great bonus bets as well. You can legally bet on your favorite sports anytime, anywhere, right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. Use the promo code PIRATE for new customers. Bet $5 and you receive $250 instantly in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now using the code PIRATE. Bet $5, get $250 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code PIRATE. The crown is yours. If you have a gambling problem, call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. You can see the terms, DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC. Shirley, thank you. Zach, good to see you. Chon, great work as always.
Thank you, sir.
For the crew chat gang, appreciate y'all. Enjoyed it. We will see y'all tomorrow, Thursday, 3 o'clock. Also, be on the lookout on YouTube and follow us on X. We might throw up a stream for ECU and Tulsa basketball tomorrow. We'll take a break, come back. More to go on Thursday on Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. This is the